Hello everybody and welcome. Indeed, we do have another cast from the CIvFR community. This time it is from the Division 2 and you've seen the boys play against each other quite a few times. Well, I guess we've seen the boys play against other teams, not against each other. We got the Liss Ornithorynques Roses, or I should say the pink platypuses. That's what I wanted to say first. And on the other side, Lost Steak Company. Oh my god. The steak is real. Of course, Crispy AZ here is gonna be the judge of that, if the steak is well done, medium rare, or of course in blood. We're definitely gonna need to see what's going on in the games. We do have a lobby up, and hopefully, I think I do have a few minutes to talk a bit about other stuff as well while the players do join the lobby. I do want to go through a few subjects, especially since Seb, by the way, hello there, sir, did mention that he would definitely like to see some more cans from Brazil and Korea tournaments. So, without further ado, I do have to say hello, everybody, and welcome in. We got Fire Tarker Page, Salty Capybara, Bonsoir, and of course, Bienvenue. Welcome. I do also notice we got Rafifi, good evening sir, Diotune, Sir Luke 77, Seb, good evening sirs. We do have also Bob 1717, and Legit Lementos, good evening. Crispy AZ, hello, good evening sir. And definitely it's up to you to judge this steak. Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be you know, like could be better? We're gonna need to see. All Triangulate, good evening sir, and welcome. Gecko Beaver, hello, welcome, good evening, and thank you very much, Fire Tiger Page, for that comment. I hope you enjoy the music. Also, let's see, Big Z 1992, hello, Star Spanky, buonasera, and I have to mention this, the first one who picked up a promotion was Salty Capybara. Man, with the waffles, with the crepes, first one in. Oh my god, thank you very much, ma'am. Zangetsu Twitch, thank you very much for that follow, and also 22 Atlas, thank you, and of course welcome to the community. I do want to quickly go over what's going on here. Oh wait, Bonsoir, Bioman, Bienvenue, also Air1, hello there sir, welcome. I just saw your comments. I do want to quickly go over what's going on over here while I do get the swap over here. There we go. And let's see what do we have. First of all, let's talk about the Squadron tournament. Let me open up the screen so you guys can see what I see. We do have the season 9 of the CIvFR Squadrons. Of course, over here we do have the participants. You see, they didn't actually get to separate each other in the points. There quite a few teams are tied. Even if they did play 7 games, they do have to play a lot more to see exactly who's going to be higher, who's going to be lower. Liss Ornithorynques Roses coming up on the 5th place, going against the Steak Company, which definitely needs 1 point on their side. They're 1-6 right now, 1 win, 6 losses. Definitely need some more. Coming back to what's going on over here in the bracket, you do have to see we do have around what 13-14 rounds to play. And they will go against each other 2 times, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, we're going to need to see at the end of this exactly how the points will end up. Of course, the winners of the division can actually go and play for a higher slot, and the losers from the division will play for staying in the division or going into a lower division. That is how it works, and that is how it will work also in CPL. Coming back on this, let me actually take a look over here. Give me a second. Oh my god, one second, because I just got a message from the collaborator I'm trying to work with for the shorts, and she was telling me she just finished the short, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't give any comment right now. One sec. Okay, so coming back to CPL, I do have to say what's going on over here. In CPL, we do have 2 tournaments starting. One of them will be the Premier League, which will take into account a lot of teams coming up from all over the world. And I do want to point out at the moment we do have around, I think, 13 teams. We have 11 teams with already the rosters over here, but there are in total 13 teams that they did put up their rosters. I believe we're going to see them updated soon by Mainjack, and of course we are waiting for more teams coming up from other communities. If you guys want to join, of course, just make a team. You can easily send us a message over here on the CPL 4v4 info screen in the channel. You do have a simple form, a few questions to go for, you know, what is your team, your members, what is your logo, and so on and so forth. We're going to process that and of course get you on the table over there. In the meantime, let me actually see what's going on. Okay, we're still missing a player. This format is basically something that will be ongoing. We're only gonna have like a few weeks between the tournaments, and it will be a 4v4 tournament for the rest of the well, I guess for the next weeks and so on and so forth. First games should be scheduled around 24th to 30th of May. That's when we scheduled it to start, and of course we're gonna need to see exactly how we're gonna handle all of those other tournaments going at the same time. I do have to say also, we are expecting to see around 20 to 30 teams, I hope, since already we do have 12, you can imagine, 13 actually, you can imagine we should get to 20 to 30 quite fast. Hopefully, we're going to have a much more diverse environment when it comes to teams and where they're from. Of course, on the French league, the French to play against the French, there is a rule that only allows you to play with one other player from the international scene, and they do like to keep it how to say francophone like, which is good. I mean, it's fine, you know, they get their skills going, and of course they did manage to get some awesome teams. A Barking Gang with, of course, Sphinx. We do have a Quit Imperial. We got a lot of very good players coming up from their side. Bob17, hello there. There are some clips on Discord that come from here. Yeah, indeed, Michael. Wait, I'm Michael on Facebook. Wait, whoa. I mean, Kek W. Kek W. I didn't know about the. Wait, you actually put in TikTok my clips? Wow, I mean, sure, okay. Coming back to the next tournament, we're gonna have the dual arena started in one day. As you can see over here in the arena info, we do have them on Saturday, 21st of May. Of course, my time is 7 p.m., but of course, this time actually changes for whoever sees it. It will take around approximately 6 to 7 hours to finish this tournament, and we do have multiple duels at the same time. The tournament directors will be Muriel, the winner of the King of the Hill. Whoa, we're seeing him here taking a chance, taking his chances with Alex. Alex is Kremp, a very good player coming up from the CIvFR community, and man, he got a 2-0 win over him. Of course, on the other side, we do have Mamaleto, a representative of CPL, who is helping him out to get the rules done, to get the score sheets, and so on and so forth. We do already have 16 players that sign up for this, and of course, we will need to see exactly how many casters we're going to get, how we're going to get that information for the viewers to actually see it. Of course, again, if you want to participate, more than welcome to. You can easily sign up over here, just react to the messages, and of course, immediately after Mamaleto is gonna see the reactions with those arms up, we're gonna get you in. Coming back on what's going on, I do see them starting up their map pool choices, and I do wanna, there we go, switch the screen over here. Let's see what's going on. In the staging room, we do have, as you can see, 2, 4, 6, 7 maps: Continents and Islands, Lakes, Inland Sea, Pangea, Primordial, Seven Seas, and Highlands. They will need to stop on one single map pool choice. We're gonna need to see exactly what's that, but it looks like they took out Lakes and they took out Primordial. So we might end up with one of those big maps or one of those brawling maps. We did have a team actually taking the chance with teams actually with Continents and Islands, and we've seen that was kind of a hit and miss. They didn't manage to get, and yeah, there we go. I was thinking they're gonna ban it. They don't want to take those chances. They just couldn't get enough land to work, the little islands over there, and so on and so forth. It was kind of a Uh, Weird map to play on. Can you cast Hazagi's games in the tournament, please? Yes, of course, ma'am. A perfect game must include Hazagi playing as the ghost. Oh my god, can you imagine that? Oh, I can only imagine Arctic Uzi's face and satisfaction on that. Good evening, by the way, by BW teacher. Hello there, sir. Welcome, welcome. And let me actually take a look at what's going on. Raise the white flag. French players unite. Woo! Yay! Let's see. Oh god! And I think it's on the CPL Discord. There's some info on it. Is there someone we message if we'd like to help out with casting? Yeah, I can definitely hook you up. Just message me over here, and I can give you the. How to say, I can give you the links to where you need to go so you can actually talk to the correct people over there. But definitely, if you want to help us out with casting, you're more than welcome to. That sounds like satisfactory. Woo! Hey, satisfactory. Insanely good game, by the way. No 66. Good evening, sir, and welcome. We got the Inland Sea, which is not that usual. I have to say, Rafifi is on point over there. Definitely, we need to see what the players will do. Of course, with Inland Sea, the thing with the Inland Sea, we've got like a big water body of water in the middle of the map, which is like a big oval. And then all the way around it, you have land. The problem with this, the map doesn't go around. So basically, if you want to go from the west to the east, you actually have to walk through all of that land from the west to the east. At the same time, this actually poses quite a few opportunities. You can, or I should say, gives you quite a few opportunities. You can get the advantage of having, for example, free sim Russia or free sim Canada or an amazing goals. Or maybe we're going to see, oh, Mali got taken out. No. Why? But anyway, the thing, the most of the time is on this map, sea control is extremely important. You cannot just ignore the seas because, of course, all of that extra gold is going to be quite interesting. What is this game? This is turn-based strategy game, sir. And you're going to see when we actually end up going into it. Now we're in the active ban phase, and we're still waiting for everything to be chosen. And they're going to do 6 bans in a 1-1-1-1-1-1 format. And then they're going to do some picks, 4 picks, half of the team members with a 1-2-2-1 format. And then we're gonna go for another 4 bans and another 4 picks, and then, you know, we're gonna need to see what's going on over here. Anyway, in the meantime, coming back to why the sea is important, the gold, you've seen it in a lot of the games, is what gives your team more flexibility. Even though it's not always required, you do have a lot of, for example, potential civilizations that can use the chop timings. Maybe they can try to get some hard builds going, exactly like Zulu, for example. We've seen it yesterday, didn't need that much gold, right? And of course, we do need to see what the players will pick when it comes to the team synergy. In this particular game, we do notice Portugal and Dido got taken out as well in the first draft, with Maori with Coupe showing up over there. A bit surprised about the takeout of Zulu and Mali at the same time. Of course, they did let in quite a few of those powerful civilizations, which will matter so much. Of course, I do want to point out, for example, Norway is going to be on the map. Oh no! No, look at that. I was just pointing out Norway might end up on the map, and they boom took it out. Like, really, bro? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh man, this is, oh look, double Victoria. Oh man, Vicky and Ellie in the same game. Man, you were saying that the pink platypuses do have like that little foot over there with venom in it. Now we got 2 Englands going against Japan. What is Japan gonna do? Are those samurais gonna be able to defend against the platypuses? I don't know, man. Hey, guten Abend, California, hello there and welcome. I do have to say something, by the way, something over here. Have you ever seen the pink platypuses pictures? I don't think so, right? So let me actually take a look at the pink platypuses. I do want to share it with you. Give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. Oh my god, look at this, look at this. You gotta see these. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take a moment to enjoy this. Look at these guys, man. We got Apeul over here with his how to say, the one doing the balance sheets, you know. He's definitely like doing the math over there, writing down everything. And then we got Novak with his guitar. Oh my god, look at this, unbelievable, man. We got Oranssis over here. This is this is not quite pink. Why is he not pink? Why is he the green platypus? We found an imposter, boys. We found an imposter. We do have Lissantis also. Oh, what was that? Wait, I honestly cannot figure out what's that. Is that a little pink is that a little platypus? Why? Let's see. He's sus. That's why he's not pink. Yeah, exactly. Well, another thing, they also have, the pink platypuses also have an academy. Have you seen these guys? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, look at these. We got Apeul over here. Again, Ornithorynques Academies. We got him there, Platypuses Academies. We got Phileas with the big brain. Can you see his like brain muscles, you know, exploding over there? We got Zavroth. He's like, hello, hello. We got Tempet over here with the energy. He's the one leading the pack with all of those platypuses behind him. Oh yes. Unbelievable. I had to share this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to share this. I love this, by the way. The fact that they did manage to get you know, cohesive graphics done for their team. Oh my god, unbelievably nice, man. I can't wait to see matching t-shirts. We do have, of course, 4 more bands. It does look like Spain got taken out, Greece Gorgo got taken out, Australia got taken out, and Scythia. So that those, of course, will allow them to pick a lot of strong civilizations over here that will make the difference. I still want to point out, since this is the inland sea, we will have a lot of tundra. They didn't ban either of those tundra civilizations. And yes, I know I keep saying that, but it's so important. If you have somebody in a corner trying to do a culture victory, he's gonna force another member of your side to actually defend against the culture victory. And if you're worrying, if you're trading punches with your enemy, you're just not gonna do that. Like, it's just so hard to do both at the same time. Of course, we do have Hoobbbb over here going for Lotaro. That was the 4th pick in the first stage. We got then Liss going for Batriu. Coming up with the Vietnamese leader, we might see some Voichians taking pot shots at their opponents over here. And I do have to point out immediately, I see there's a lot more culture advantage on the Ornithorynques, on the pink platypuses, than it is on the Steak Company. We do have also Kornok going for Gitarja, that is the Indonesian leader. And of course, with its jonks, he might actually apply quite a bit of power on the seas. Also, Lotaro is actually a good matchup on the seas because it does have a +5 against civilizations in a golden age, and definitely can trade with the best over there. Asmorgane is going to go for a flexible pick, which is Cyrus. I'm actually a bit surprised we didn't see something like Cree over here, but I have to say I'm trusting Cyrus to be up to the challenge. Whoa, look at that, look at that. Oh. Boom, pound maker, man. He wanted his pound of flesh over there. That's what happens. He was like, you know, Persia, maybe this is gonna be my second pick over here. Let me actually, you know, do some drama for the viewers. Maybe it's gonna be Pound Maker. And then boom, he actually went for Pound Maker, and we were like left with our gasping over here. Last but not least, we do have the sus player, Ornithorynques. Okay, that's a long name. That's a long name. He's gonna pick the last civilization of the game. Let's actually see. So on their team, we do have Apeul, Novak, Liss, And Cyrus coming out to play Immortals on the map with the extra eels that he's gonna get from his trade route cap. It's gonna be quite interesting to see if he's ever gonna get his Immortals against somebody on this map. You don't actually get, most of the time, you don't actually get that close adjacency to your opponent. There still are quite a few cities between you and your opponent, so you have to be careful how you're gonna do that. Let me actually take a look at what's going on over here. Let me click on buttons to see if everything is okay in the chat. And I do have to thank, by the way, Nico for helping me out with those shorts. I do hope she's gonna understand that I cannot actually take a look right now. I would be, oh my god, I would really like to take a look right now, but I'm like, oh, stream, no, short, it needs to be a surprise. And I'm like, have you ever been in one of those cases in which you're like, you want to do something so badly and you cannot, and you're like, you know, it's like having, like looking at the cake and you're like drooling all over the place and you cannot eat it, and you're like, oh my god, that's exactly what I'm feeling right now. Oh, Tempest shared with me the big platypuses. Woo, woo, oh my god, let's take a look at these, boys. Look at these, man, look at these. We got the one who's keeping the timer on the left side. We got the one who's shouting at everybody else to stay in line. Then we do have, wait a second, loading, please wait. Oh no, we actually, oh, I think we forgot about the bug. Anyway, I think we got overexcited over here and they forgot about the bug. Anyway, we got the Viking platypus on the left side over there with the little ship. You can see the little ship. On the fourth one, we got the one, man, that is Thor. That is Thor. I don't know what you guys say about that, but man, he's like, it's either Flash or Thor, one of the two. He's like extremely energetic over there, and of course just pew 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 pew, shooting those energy bolts at everybody. Then we do have the one who's singing at the guitar. Oh, Tempuet, that's you? Oh, energy, man, energy, let's go. We do have the one with the guitar, looking, of course, at the one, energetic one. Then we got the old man. Old man. I'm not sure who he is, but he's the old man. And of course, right next to him, there is like Apeul over there holding the notes and of course doing the math. And next to him, there's somebody. I think that's the first one we see. Is that a drunk platypus? Wow, I mean, he's definitely drinking something from that. I'm not sure if it's, you know, a fresh refreshment or something else. And then we got everybody on the east side. This is Bam Bam. This is the Bam Bam platypus over here. I guess you guys know Bam Bam from the Flintstones. This is Bam Bam, and I don't know who's that in the background. We're gonna need to find out who's that in the background. Anyway, coming back to the game over here. By the way, welcome everybody. We got Alex 2005. Good evening, sir, and welcome. We also have Pink Farfetched in the Academy. Okay, I mean, who that? I will need to know at some point. But anyway, coming back to the game, so we don't spend that much time. We might have bug ATH. Actually, they're gonna find out the hard way. I'm not sure if I should be sharing this, but anyway, I don't want to poke the bear if it's you know, not gonna have a result. We do have Killayad in the northwest with Indonesia. He is going to be on the coast. He's going to generate 2 faith per turn from being on the coast, and he's going to have a chance to probably pick the first Pantheon out. Of course, the God of the Sea is one of the most craved ones for Indonesia. You do see that he does have quite a few resources over here that he can use, especially in the second city that he can put to the north. Some good horses, some good fish tiles to improve, some extra food, some extra gold, some extra production over there. Very nice. Of course, Indonesia will probably prefer to stay on the coast rather than anything else, and this is quite surprising. She has, or I guess he has in this case scenario, a bay of his own, and this is actually a very, very surprising map. I don't usually see a bay on the inland sea. You do see that, of course, he can definitely close it off with just 4 boats over here on the east side, and 2 of them do have reef tiles. This is the ideal terrain to defend in. You're gonna get an extra +3 on those reef tiles. In the south, we do have Persia. Novak is gonna get the Pasargade with scouts, and I do see him settling on an extra culture tile. What is that? What is that, my hair? What is that? We got a J tile over here, and of course, I do see a scout coming up in 3 turns. We got sheep tiles coming up in the south, and I do notice we're probably gonna need to see him settling all over this place. He has an opponent. Is this an opponent? That is an opponent. We might see Novak trading some punches with Kornok. I mean, at least, you know, it's good. One of them has a +3, the other one has a +5. There's definitely gonna be some sparks flying. We're gonna need to see who's gonna get the city in between, and even if they will see each other, because it's not a given, it's not a gift. You might not see each other, of course, over here. Let's take a look at what's going on. Give me a second so I can switch the screen over here. There we go. We do have on the east side, Japan. Oh no, this is actually White England. Who this? Liss that's actually Victoria. Okay, so I do see him benefiting from sheep tiles. Does have a deer tile to work. We just entered turn 2, so the timers have started. We're gonna need to see them at turn 8. They do have a remap token available. They will get to use them. Use it, I mean. On the northwest side, you can take a look over here. He will definitely need to go against Indonesia, or at least defend against Indonesia. They are on the same, how do you call it, half of the map. And whoa, wait a second, the 2 Englands are on the same. Oh my god, what is this? What is this? England in the north, Apeul, with England in the south, Liss definitely can gang up on poor old Indonesia over here. Oh, this is, I mean, I'm pretty sure Indonesia is gonna be mad if she finds out what's going on, or if he finds out what's going on, he's definitely gonna be mad. Like, how is this possible? 2 of my opponents right next to me coming against me with boats, endless boats. Anyway, we're gonna need to see if that's gonna be what's happening. I do believe we just had the ATH, there we go, bug. And we're gonna need to see, we're probably gonna need to re-lobby here. I knew something was not Victoria. Eleanor, wait. Persia wins if they rush with Immortals, right? I don't think so. Because you can't really get a good rush anymore with Immortals. It takes quite a bit of time to gather the iron, first of all, and your team will not always improve the iron because they're not incentivized to go for bronze working at all. So most of the time you're basically gonna need to play with your feet while you try to get some horses, try to get some archers out, and then go for some immortals, which is, I mean, not ideal, definitely, but it can be done. It's just not ideal. On the other side, Mapuche has a lot of horses available from his team. He's gonna get his horse improved. He's probably gonna get also an iron tile at some point, but I'm not sure if he's gonna go for it. If you take a look at his other options, for example, Mahapahit, 2 horses in the second city, actually 3 horses in the second city. Japan, for example, over here does have a horse in the capital. There's just so much more on the horse side than it is on the iron side. That's usually the problem with Rome and the Immortals of Persia and so on. It's just not enough iron to go around for an early attack. But those units are amazing. I still have to say, man, those units, if you get enough iron, are amazing. They can trade with the best and come out victorious. Some games work. Oh, I gotta share something. You know, I did share a few like a week ago that I couldn't actually get enough time to go to the barbershop and snip my hair. I did it. I did it. New hair coming up over here. I did get warned by my how do you call her, hairdresser or something, that I need to pay attention to not wear how to say, headphones that much, because it might actually hurt my how to say, oh, I think we're gonna relobby this. It might hurt my hair in the long term. It might actually make it not grow anymore. I'm like, am I gonna go bald? Oh, please don't tell me, am I gonna go bald? Oh no, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. You know, I'm fine, I'm fine. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wear some of these or some more, and then I'm gonna try to get a Bluetooth something for my headphones. I have these. I got them. I gotta say, while we're reloading, I guess I have to say so. Oh, I don't have them here. No, they went down. So usually when I run, I am wearing headphones, and I got a present from a friend of mine. He gave me some AZ60s, I believe, Technics. They're like in-ear headphones with Bluetooth and everything, like they're wireless. Very cool touch and everything. And beep, oh, new song, beep, oh, down volume, up volume, and woo woo woo. You know, it's like there's a new meaning to the you know. Anyway, that's something that I had to get out of my chest over here. I do hope I'm gonna find and soon get how to say, myself, because it's more about myself than anything else, to move and try to buy one of those Bluetooth adapters for my main board. I didn't get it with a Bluetooth adapter or a Wi-Fi adapter. I don't know. I like the wired connections more than I like the wireless. But then I thought to myself, I mean, I could just turn it off if I don't need it, you know. So yeah. Anyway, definitely I could just buy one of those Bluetooth adapters. Let's see what's going on. Paul on the week real. Wait. Oh, you wanna see? Okay, let's see. Paul, is Michael's hair? Okay, so you want me to not wear the hat for a few moments here? Okay, let me take a look over here. Oh. I need to rejoin. Give me a second. Sorry, it took a while. I was talking. Okay, so where the poll at? Okay, fake internet. Okay, man, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Do I like baguette? Yes, sir. I do like baguettes. You wouldn't look so bad, I mean, I hope not. That's what hats are made for. Well, I guess so, but I mean, I hope I'm not gonna go bald. I'm just saying, I do like my hair. Okay, so I guess I need to stay a little while like this. From the first, I guess how to say, the hat did some. To man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Did Eleanor get some big changes in BBG? She's so useless in single player. She did, actually. She's getting right now the points coming up from the amphitheaters, especially the works that you put in your amphitheaters. You do get an extra yield from your district adjacent, your districts built in the city. So for example, if you have one book over there, you're gonna get, and you have like 3 districts in your capital. Let's say that 3 districts in that city. You're gonna have industrial zone, you're gonna have a harbor, and you're gonna have like a theater square, because you know theater square, you're gonna get an extra +2 for the culture, an extra +2 for the production, and an extra +2 for the gold. So that's, you can imagine, that's quite a few yields from just getting books. Oh my god, so many kick doubles over here. Is real a wig? And there's a poll going on, guys. By the way, guys, you got a poll over here. It's a real hair, wig, fake internet. Of course, you know it happens. Sometimes you do get some very good special effects going. And or is it a kick double? Let's see. Instantly 10 years younger without a hat. Boom. Boom! Man, I gotta say, I'm not sure if, I guess you guys didn't actually meet, for example, Hashk in real life, but whenever I saw him on the stream, I thought he's like, I don't know, 24, 23, like that, and like I always saw him younger, right? When I saw him in reality, he's like 38 and like 2 heads above me. He's like, you know, I need to watch up to actually talk with him. And I'm like, bro, for real? Oh my God, I wouldn't have, like, if I would have seen him on the street and he would have passed me by, I wouldn't have recognized him. Unbelievable. You know, it's the cameras, bro. These days, the cameras. Just got back from a coffee run. Michael is switching from hats to wigs. That's a good question. I mean, you know, at the moment we're asking ourselves, because the community wanted to see, there's a big debate right now if my hair is you know, natural, or is it a wig? Let's take a look at what's going on over here. We were needing to take a look at the other England, the Eleanorish England. In the top part of the screen, we do have Apeul over here with a continent split on his east side. You can see the green continent with the geothermals. We got London getting a scout out. He is already on 2 scouts, and I do see him benefiting from a 2-2 base. Very nice, very nice. I do have to say I'm gonna vote fake internet because nobody votes on it, so I wanna go for it. Polar bear, that's the name. Actually, though, I think you're with your hair showing, you look much younger. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Here we go. Hello. It looks like 20. Oh, wait, I actually look like 21. Yay. I don't know about that, bro. I got, like, you know, I was so I gotta say I put some weight on myself since I hit 30, so I'm feeling like, man, you should have seen me at 21. I was like a stick. Now I don't know, man. I don't know. OnSpot sponsored by one of those hair regrowth hats. Wow. Yeah, what can I say? You know, you put a hat on for like a few months, and then woo, and it's like all over the place. It's like a garden over here, you know. Even you get the trimmings and everything, you know. You get everything up over there. Let me see. Wait, I hope not. Michael sponsored by a famous brand. Well, I mean, that would be awesome. Even though I'm not sure if that's allowed on Discord, on Twitch. Anyway, coming back on the City of London, we do have a settler coming up on the east side. We're just a few moments away from seeing the vote, and of course, we got 4 more turns until the settler is going to come out. That's a long time, I gotta say. That's a long time. Taking a look at the southeast, on the other side of the continent, we do have Asmorgane with Japan trying to get some. Wait, what happened here? Anyway, Cake W wins the day, and I do believe the second option was the real one. There we go. It's 6 votes into the real one. Whoa! Yay! You missed it, but they bought Victoria a scout. Ah, this one. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Why did they disconnect? Well, I guess it's Asmorgane. Does have a few problems with his internet. They were connecting. Okay, he's relaunching the game over here. What does mean envy the D? I don't know what does envy the D mean. And in French it's called levure de bière. Okay, I do have to do something. Let me actually message my a French teacher and ask her, what does that mean? Please help me out. Okay. I love those. Give me mushrooms anywhere I can start blowing bean instead of just drink. you gotta get the whole process going, man. You know, like exactly how you want it. You know, you leave it exactly how you want it. Also, Air One, last game Ohana, it starts at the 23 p.m. in France with a relobby. Well, yeah. Wait, you actually cheese? What? Cheese? Anyway, let's take a look at the map over here, and of course take a look at what's going on between Japan and his neighbors. I do see Japan over here. Actually, I know what happened. This is what happened. got shy. Asmorgane got shy. We moved the screen to the Japanese leader, and he was like, "Nope, I don't want anybody seeing me." And poof, you know, he disconnected, disappeared. You know, he got what can I say? Transformed. Anyway, we got a scout moving to the east side, trying to figure out what's going on the coast. Definitely has a settle over there on the right side. I'm not sure if he's going to put it on the north because there aren't that many tiles to work, which is going to be an issue. And I got a message. French teacher. Oh, French teacher is telling me MVDD means it's a... What? Something to death? It's something... kick W. I don't know how to say it. Incentive to die or something like that. Whoa. Yeah, exactly. Bob 17. Whoa. How should you know? I should respond here. I'm like, let me see. How should I respond over here? Oh, I know what I'm gonna say. But what did I do to you? Let's see. Villain, good evening, sir. Can't blame you then. Also, Blues nearby still beats 2 afternoons per batch. Now she's saying she wants to die. And I'm like, what happened to you? I think she's still translating, right? The one with the other one, and I'm like, bro, like, come on, let's get down to earth. Not one of those, man, not one of those. You know, like, oh, what happened? Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Anyway, and we got Asmorgane connecting back to the lobby. Gonna get the fish improved, and does have 2 of these reef fish tiles to work. That's gonna be quite nice. Let's take a look at what's going on over here in the north for Cree. I do see Occhitaus coming out from from the cities, and I gotta share this. I mean, you know. Look at this, man. Just laughing all the way. I think wait, you broke? No. I'm still here, checking along. Turn 8 coming up with only 2 civilizations to go. We got Hoobbbb over here with of course, Cree. Taking a look at the east side, we do have Thanglong with Vietnam coming up with a settler in 4 turns, and of course does have 3 more turns for another population to grow out of that city. Taking a look at what's going on, Vietnam is going to be between 2 opponents. Not really the best case scenario for Vietnam, but we've seen Vietnam actually handled these situations very well, so I'm expecting the same thing over here. Of course, with the northwest settler on Hoobbbb, it's going to take a while to get there, and as you can see, there is some distance from the freshwater settlers. If you can see, the green tiles are the freshwater settlers. Oh, we got a remap. Okay, Asmorgane says, you know what, I'm not going to play this map. I want a remap. I'm not sure why, though. Is it, wait, why? The team on the right remap this, so it was like Hoobbbb and Kornok and Killayad and Asmorgane. So is it because Indonesia, did they actually, he figured it out? No, he didn't. Indonesia didn't see this. He just saw probably he's alone over here, and there's of course a very high chance of let's see, phone needs to be stable for camera to pick up. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I guess it's better that I didn't see it, you know, privacy and everything. I'm sorry. But anyway, basically what she was doing, she was laughing at me because I was getting worried about her. How's your drawing coming along? Oh, that's a good question. Rafifi, when drawing, bro? When drawing? Got message something that is really important, and I'm like, oh, but I can't pay attention right now. Oh, how do I click this? Anyway, Rajon lurking. Okay, going to the back side. Okay, okay, just flashing us from the back line. Okay, I got it. Also, someone get him a beer stand. Oh, wait, why do you think you broke me? Like, did I actually stutter over there? Did I do something wrong? What happened there? Let me join the new lobby and click on ready up, and of course fix the 0 MSs and everything. Hopefully it's all gonna be fine. Okay. Okay. You can hear me typing over it. Okay, let me see. Wait, why am I? Oh, I see what's going on. They actually got a new lobby going all together. They didn't want to put up a remap. Okay, I guess it's better to have a new lobby up. Is it on a different player? No, it's still on Apeul, and I'm not sure exactly who to swap. I guess it's wait, leader kill with someone. No, they're swapping between themselves over there. We're gonna need to see. Okay, there we go. I got into the second slot. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Okay. Fire attacker page. The only time I have ever seen you semi-break was that artificial intelligence game when he followed Settler Rome as Norway and went. Yeah, I mean that's a long time ago. That is a long time ago. I mean I remember that game. That was Ben on Rome. And yeah, I was about to steam, you know, like my ears were popping. Anyway, let me see. Twist my arm. Let's see. Rafifi, he shows up halfway, plays like 2 games, and it's useless for. Wait, who that? You know, newly lobby. It's a digital. Wait, digital drawings. You guys have digital drawings somewhere. Let me actually get a rejoin over here because I really don't see somebody, and I hope it's for the better to rejoin. Yep, it's fine. It's fast. It's fast. Rafifi. Oh, you're talking about Rafifi or somebody else with the 2 games over there. Also, I know he's using in the last one is the same with the JP Shinsuke in Galaxy. Oh, wait. Are you talking about Pokemon or something? Why are you talking about Galaxy something? I don't know anything about Pokemons. I know there are like some creatures that in the digital space they live around us, but it's not like in Tron, you know, like they get very small. They are actually quite big, and you can only see them with how to say the phone, right? You gotta move the phone around.
Your greatest quest from this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars.
Ooh, tomorrow French lessons. Oh my god, I'm gonna get whooped. I'm gonna be like, oh, what you say to me, bro? Anyway, let me see what's going on over here. We got Indonesia on the west side. Taking a look at what's going on, we do have a Killayad with sheep tiles with multiple horses, and does look like he's gonna have some tobacco tiles to work. Definitely looks like to the southwest we do have quite a bit of land for him to settle on the coast. Not very good land, like there are almost no hills, like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 around there. And taking a look at what's going on the east side on the Barito River, we do have some mountains that those will be good to go for. Unfortunately, there is Cree over there, so they need to be careful how they will split that land up. Maybe Cree will go for the north settles, and of course the east settles, and then Indonesia is going to get the bottom ones, the coastal ones. I do also notice this time we do have actually the 2 players from the same team on the west side of the map. That's going to be of course Indonesia and Japan. In the south we do have Japan over here with 3 turns for a scout. I do see him benefiting from some truffles, and of course a reef fish tile. Oh yeah, yes, reef fish, that's going to be nice. Taking a look at what's going on, we do also need to plug in the phone for some battery. Well, where's the whatever. Taking a look at the west, we also see Mapuche is in the same spot. Wait, how is Mapuche in the same spot? Didn't we remap this? I'm pretty sure we actually remapped this, like we did lobby, remapped and everything, we voted. How is Mapuche still on the west side of the map? Like, really? What's going on over here? He does have a 2-2 base and does have a scout coming up in 3 turns, and I'm still amazed he's actually in the same spot. Wow. This is, I think, the first time I see a game, one map back to back with another map. Does get the same civilization spawning almost in the same position on the map. It's not the same land around him. It's not, you know, he doesn't have the hills, the same resources and so on, but it's like the same position. What is this? And indeed, yeah, there's like the worse land. He's forced by the land to actually go east and settle the non-freshwater and the freshwater cities over here next to the one-time lakes, and maybe some ones to the north, and then maybe take Cahokia. But oh man, all of this southern land is like, ew, why you do this? Why you say this? Oh my god, that is gonna be a problem. We do have on the north, of course, Cree over here with those Occitaus coming out from his cities. We still didn't go turn 2, so we don't have them knowing what to do here. If they want a remap, if they don't, they didn't scout enough, we didn't even start the timers going. Into this, we do have a lot of stone tiles to improve, a lot of quarries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 quarries to improve, and of course he is on the gypsum. Oh, red continent, gypsum continent, red continent, gypsum continent. Oh yeah, bro, let's do this. Unfortunately for him, he only has like 1 single gypsum around his cities, 2 gypsumas, I guess, across those mountains. Still not that good. Anyway, I do see he's gonna be quite a ways away from his opponent, and it's gonna be England over here, Liss la Loutre, and by the looks of it, he's gonna have to settle until he's gonna get there with quite a few mountains. You know, he's gonna get the tunnels going. He's gonna need to make the highways around the mountains and so on until he gets there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he wants to go for the cliffs of Dover, but honestly, this is kind of, you know, dangerous over here. You're playing with fire. I'm not so sure you want to do that with England next to you. Taking a look at England's spawn, we do have him going for builder first, probably. I'm just saying, my 2 cents on this is because of that reef fish tile. We do have him potentially improving his sheep tiles, and of course I do see a horse tile over there. Could even go for a very nice celestial navigation boost, right? You do need 2 resources, improve 2 sea resources boost for celestial navigation. Taking a look in the south, we do have a Plymouth coming up on the scout with the scouts over here, 2-2 base with quite a few tiles to settle on. Oh, I really like this second city, by the way. Citrus, food, nom 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 nom, fresh water from the lake. Oh yes, you know, my belly is like, yay! And then we do have a deer tile, some leather, we got some sheep tile, some wool. Definitely very nice, very nice. Of course, we do see that also Plymouth is going to have quite a few good settlers on the east side as well on the west side. This is a much better land than we've seen on Indonesia, for example. Even though had a lot of land, had a lot of coast, very bad land. This one filled with resources, filled with how to say, mountains, and you get some hills and everything. Very nice. On the southeast, Persia is gonna be all alone. This is east versus this is east versus west, right? This is east versus west map. We got Passagarde over here with, of course, 4 tens for a settler coming up from his capital. They are all allies, right? Persia and Vietnam to the north. Oh my God, this is culture victory. Is this? Oh. So there's definitely gonna fight on the seas, right? We do have the 2 Englands that we get the boats, we got the junks and everything. But I mean, can you imagine freezing Persia and freezing Vietnam in the same corner? I'm not so sure if they wanna let them be like this, honestly. Like at this point, I feel like this is extremely dangerous to be like this. Yes, you do have some fake, fake, how do you call it, fake safety, I should say, because of your allies being next to you and so on. But just thinking, you're gonna have to put up with very good production coming out from Persia, gonna have to put up with a very good culture coming out from Vietnam, and that those 2 Englands trading with each other. I mean, I don't know about that, bro. It feels really dangerous. Like, to me, that screams help, help. That is a problem. Of course, we do need to see how the city-states are. We do need to see if they will want to remap this or not. We got just a few more seconds, 20 seconds to go until we're going to find that answer, and we're definitely going to wait those seconds out. I do have to see if anybody new joined us. Let me take a look over here in the chat, what's happening. Alex2005 was pointing out that they already remap. Mapuche is a few times closer to the edge, indeed. Now complete east versus west, pointing out by Legilementos. I have to agree with that. And oh my God, I don't know if this is a good one or not. Definitely we want to ask them. They want to see this. Good shoot. Bonsoir. Bienvenue. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. An amazing timing over there yesterday for those red coats. Yay. Oh man, that was a good one. Let's take a look at the remap vote immediately. Of course, we do have Stake Company putting up the votes. It's all on the platypuses if they want to remap this or not. Let me actually get that. Wire. Where's the wire? Remap, woo, remap. Wait, why? But why? Okay, I mean, I get it, it's gonna be definitely more interesting if we got a remap going, but oh man, they were in such a good place, right? Such a good place. Well, let's see. Was great to see after the game. Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. And we're taking a look right now in the Division 2 of the CIvFR Squadrons. We take a look at the pink platypuses going to eat some steak, maybe, I don't know, tonight. It all depends on how well done the steak is. And as you can see over here, we do have the last remap coming up from them. They already remap once from the steak company, and now we do see the pink platypuses getting the remap going. I'm just fiddling with the wires over here for the phones, and you can see now it's charging. Charge. Of course, I don't wanna, put it properly over here and turn down the screen and everything. Close it down. Blah 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 blah. Okay, and I got my madness. It's here. Madness. Woo, woo. Okay. We're gonna see this is sugar high. Why though? That's a good question. I don't know. We need to ask them, because honestly I would have thought that would have been easy culture victory. I think they were more on to let me at them kind of relationship over here. You know, they're in that mode of the game, and they didn't want to just sit somewhere behind their opponents, or I should say behind their allies, and they want to go against their opponents somehow. You know, that's my 2 cents on it. Do you think they got scared by the prospect of no information game, or even with a theoretical better start? I'm not so sure about it. I don't think they actually got scared of it. They definitely didn't see each other at all. And I guess the only information they could have gotten was from their points. We didn't see that, by the way, in the score screen. How many era score points they had in total and of course how many points each of the civilizations had. Even though, honestly, I didn't see that much of a difference between them when it comes to the food accumulation and so on. The only thing that might have made a difference was the Gitarja. But honestly, it was such a bad land for Gitarja. Like, they just needed to let her play that out, and it would have been so bad. Not a lot of production over there. Yes, I mean, okay, sure, you get God of the Sea, but still not a lot of production. Anyway, I'm hoping this was more on the side of let's get some war going, and not actually sit behind our friends and try to get some sim done. They could have worked on the naval side, even though, of course, the East versus West was quite a bit of a problem. Maybe that was the issue. They didn't want to risk it to go for the medieval, for the Renaissance timing, going against the Jonks and of course the ships of Japan on the shallow water tiles. Maybe that was a problem they didn't want to take care of. But anyway, in the meantime, let's without further ado, we do have Mapuche again on the west side of the map, and I do see him moving for a 2-2 base. He does have horses in the capital, and we're now actually going to take a look from the east, from the west to the east, through the civilization, and talk about their respective strategic resources, the land, and of course their options. I don't want to point out that we already have of course, the last map over here. If it's not going to be a technical remap, and it's not going to be a technical remap, I don't think this is going to change. So let's see. Kornok with the Mapuche does have horses to the west side, does have another horse tile to the north, with iron possibly on the east side over here. Actually, that's a good place to settle on the 2-2 base next to the river. You definitely get that extra production going, and of course the iron tiles improved. What is lacking in this scenario is of course that freshly renamed. Thank you very much for your prime, sir. Hello. Hey, thank you. 3 months. Yay. Taking a look at the north, we do have him with a Paititi, a very good wonder, and of course he can definitely put his unique improvements, the Chemamols, that's what I wanted to say, that will give him the extra culture, of course, from the breathtaking Apeul, and we do see that he definitely has quite a few tiles to put them on. Very nice on Paititi. This is gonna be quite good for him. Just thinking of what he could do with the land is actually going to be quite nice, especially since last time he didn't have a lot of fresh water. This time he has a river, he has multiple fresh water lakes, and it should be fine. Also, quite a lot of land to settle. I wouldn't count him out as a long-term simmer. You can see all of this land to the south could be settled, good mountains and everything, a lot of fresh water, and it should be fine. We do have another wonder over here, Sahara El Beida. It's not one of the good ones, but you can definitely get it with some a nice how to say adjacency for Rascore. Taking a look at Indonesia, we do have Mahapahit with a builder coming up in 3 turns. Oh wait, I just noticed something. Thank you very much, CIvJunkie 1222 for that follow, and welcome. I think I messed up those promotions over there, or the notifications. I'm sorry. Hello. And we got Killayad with Indonesia coming up with a builder in 2 turns, and of course we do see that Scout is coming out and trying to figure out what's going on around him. He does have a 2-3 deer tile on the east side, and I do have to say, Velan, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Hello, welcome, welcome. Mapuche can settle a city on the coast to trade with Indonesia. Definitely that will probably be an option, and he should do so with that extra economy that he's gonna get. The extra gold per turn coming up from those coastal trade routes would be amazing. The question is it gonna be one of those Mapuche internals, or he's gonna go externals? Of course, that's the same question we should pose. We should ask Mahapahit over here on Indonesia. We've seen so many players go for Magnus internals, and nowadays you're not sure anymore. It's just, you know, it might happen, it might not happen. I have joined the CPO Discord and submitted for a host application. I'm on my way. Wow, let's go, let's go. A nice triple Kampung there. Yeah, in Kampung over here. Yeah, it definitely could be nice. Taking a look at his resources, we do have an iron tile between the mountains, which unfortunately will take away a +3 campus, even though he does have a good one on the coast side. On the stone tile, he's going to have a +4, possible +5. Very nice. We do have to the west the horses, and I do see in the second city can definitely get some ivory tiles improved. I do see also a city on the east side that can be settled on a honey tile, and getting that extra amenity from the beginning would be very valuable to keep his people happy. These are the only two civilizations on the west side, and this is actually, I have to say, it's a little bit, the land is a little bit skewed over here for Mapuche. I do have to point out Mapuche having that free sim over there is going to give him an advantage. If he's going to get to use that advantage, that's something that we're going to definitely need to check it out. We got London to the east side of Indonesia, quite close to him, and we're probably going to see galleys fight each other over here on the coast against Indonesia, while we do have another coming up from London in 2 turns. I do see him benefiting from a good settle on the honey tile to the west side. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns to settle, while he does have more cities to go for on the east. Also with Persia over here, he's going to have his back safe, and that is extremely important when you're going to fight against an opponent. We do have him with, unfortunately, too much land to go for the north. It will take some time until he's going to get cities over there on the one-tile lakes, but at least he will have some fresh water to go for. And I'm pretty sure he should prioritize going on the coast as soon as possible, so he can get as many Royal Navy dockyards as possible, and of course as many galleys to go against Indonesia. He did meet Indonesia turn 9. We do have him with the horses on the east side. Of course, his second city, third possible city over here would be amazing to gather resources, horses, while he does have an iron tile to the north of in the city of London. And this actually could be a good God of Craftsman spawn also, as well as, you know, God of War and Plunder and so on and so forth. It's fine, it's fine. Now let's take a look at Eleanor. We got Liverpool here in the south that will need to fight Japan. They will be matched evenly, I guess. Victoria going against Indonesia, Eleanor going against Japan. Eleanor with more culture, Japan with more culture. Of course, Indonesia will need to do something against those boats, and the Jongs will come out to play at some moment in time. We do have the war declaration being sent. I'm pretty sure England over here did just double tap a scout. Oh my god, he did. Double tapped the scout of Indonesia, not fooling around. You gotta take into account the fight has been done in, of course, this floodable terrain, and that is quite a problem. Does Eleanor's capital change every game? I think it's depending on if Victoria is in or not. If Victoria is in, I think it's anything else other than London, and if you don't, it's something like Liverpool or Manchester. I don't know exactly, but I think it does change with the other ones. Delicate Arch there by Vicky 2. Yes, in the northwest of the map, indeed. Let me double check what you guys said over here. What do you all think of humankind? Humankind. Oh man, I'm gonna give my 2 cents on humankind, but let me. I first of all, I never played it. I only seen it being played by others, but I'm still gonna give my 2 cents on it after I saw it. Taking a look at Persia, we do have whoa, I just realized, by the way, in the city of Liverpool there is a +4 Lower Nevidokia to the north. We do have him with extra food. I see an iron tile next to him, so that's gonna be cheap. Horses are gonna be quite expensive, are 4 tiles to the south over here, and he is gonna get very good land to expand to the west side. A lot of coast to go for. I see 1, I see 2, I see 3 possible settles over here. The third one not actually very good, but I'm sure it can work. He did manage to figure out where Japan is on the east side, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to get some defenses going, because those Japanese boats, man, hurt a lot. +5 on the coast in the shallow water. Oh man, that's gonna be a problem. On Japan side, we do have him coming off with a settlement in 4. We still have him needing to figure out where he is on the map. Unfortunately for Japan, he's also gonna have to fight a land war as well as a coast war. You see, Kyoto is between Vietnam's capital and Eleanor's England capital. Well, that means he's gonna need to get the boats, smack Eleanor down, and then he's gonna need to come back and get some samurais to fend off those Voichians from Vietnam. We do have Kyoto over here with a settler coming up in 3 turns. Of course, I do see truffles. I do see a lot of stone tiles over there. I see also he has iron in the north side of the city with horses on the east. The horses are a bit expensive. We're gonna need to see if he's actually gonna try to improve those pastures or not. In the meantime, he's being shadowed by a few Vietnamese scouts and warriors, so maybe he is gonna lose something over here, but we're gonna come back to this when we're gonna come back to this. I do like his coast though. It's not bad. Quite a few cities that he can place, and he definitely has quite a few inland sites to go for as well, like the sugar, for example, here or next to the mountains. One on the maize tile, for example, or 2 to base if he wants to. I mean, there are quite a few options. Even he can make good use of this floodable terrain here. Taking a look in the north, we do have Persia with Cree already wiggling their toes over here, and they're like, woo, woo. Oh my god, look at the warriors over there just taunting each other with their bats. And of course, we're gonna need to see if any of them will start smacking. At the same time, we do have Ray put down on the coast. He is gonna try to get the coastal settles, the coastal trade routes with England, you know, linking them up. Oh, the unbeatable economic power. In the second city, he does have a geothermal. I do see also a horse over here next to Pasargade, already improved. He does have a settler coming up in 3 turns and some truffles to work at the beginning. Very nice extra gold. Could definitely go for Goddess of the Hunt if he wants to, but honestly, like with only 3-4 pastures, don't do it, bro, don't do it. You can do better. He does have a good second city on the stone tile on the east side, and I'm pretty sure he does want to go there. While he did put the city of Ray here on the coast, I'm thinking to myself right now, is he gonna commit to this? Is this gonna be one of those games in which we're gonna see Japan triple teamed? What do you guys think? Is it gonna be triple team? Japan over here, you know, a city, boats from Persia +3, Voichians coming up from Vietnam. Woo! And then we do have the Eleanor Ganis. Woo, woo, woo. Oh my god, that is just so dangerous for Japan right now. Whoa! Oh man. Anyway, now let me actually take a look at what's going on over here. Get my hankies going, because you know you gotta keep them handy. Oh, thank you, good shot, thank you. I think Japan is in trouble. Yes, Japan looks like it's in trouble. Thank you. Sneeze on Twitch chat. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sneeze on Twitch chat. It was not my intention. Let's see. Alex 2005 saying it was Bradford the first game, something else second game, and now Liverpool and Victoria was in game all 3 times. Yeah, I think it's because of that. Oh, another one. Wow, I think it's the pollen outside. Oh my god, making me, you know, tickling my nose. It's fine. I'm gonna get back. You know, it's that time of the day when you have to drink some vitamin C's or something. Taking a look at also Persia, we do have him with iron tile to the south of Pasargade. I do see a horse tile over here southwest of his capital, and he does have more iron on the east side. Might need to see if he's actually going to go for that or not. Taking a look at what's going on the east, we do have this is not good. I mean, okay, I get it. He has some extra housing coming out from those Mickey Wops. He does have some spices. He does have, you know, monuments and so on. Might be good. We're going to need to see how this will develop. But second city, non-fresh. He's playing with fire over here. Hoobbbb. Hoobbbb. Wait, isn't Hoobbbb like the name of that guy with big muscles from Too Fast to Furious or something? Is this the same Hoobbbb? Are we talking about the same Hoobbbb? Mapuche has half the map to himself. Yes, yes, yes. I agree with that statement. Half the map to himself. Can you imagine? Like, well, maybe a quarter, but yeah, it's like, you know, you cut it in half over here and it's like the big cheese. We do have another setter coming out from Miki Sivwachik. He does have 2 horses to work on the east of that city and on the south. Both of them are inside of his territory, so very cheap to work. At the same time, a lot of stone everywhere, which can be improved with stone circles if he's gonna go for that. Maybe he wants to go for God of War and Plunder for those merchant points, because honestly that's what he should be doing. He's going currency first, and he definitely wants to get as many merchants with the free trade routes as he possibly can. While in the meantime, of course, we do see that wait, who this Mapuche should go writing. Oh wait, he's going writing. Yeah, he's going currency as well. We do also need to see Cree if he will manage to help out Japan somehow, because he is the one that can actually do some moves going against Persia, and try to I mean, how did this happen, bro? Wasn't that the 3rd city of Kyoto? Oh man, this is unfortunate. We got a first blood, boys. We got a fast feet over here achievement for Oranssis. He managed to get a settler. I don't know how this happened, because you know it's very slow. The warriors are actually very slow. Prediction, please. Okay, sure. Let's go. Prediction. Who will win? Let's see. Should I put a 3rd option over here? Maybe like kick W or the map? What do we have? On the left side of the screen, we do have less Ornithorynques Roses. On the right side of the map, we do have La Steak Company. And let's see what you guys are talking about over there. Prediction, not poll. Yeah, prediction. I'm doing it. Fluffy Dragonfly, good evening, sir, and welcome. Steve Janky was also saying that stone circles would be insane. Yes, oh my god, that's so much production. But honestly, on this map, I've seen so many spawns with so many stones that I'm not sure exactly what's best for each of them. But anyway, let's get this going. Good evening, sir. By the way, submission period 30 minutes. Let's see who will win. And also in the meantime, since we do have 2 more civs to go, I guess I can do this faster. Let's Liss L-O-R, right? It's Liss Ornithorynques Roses, L-O-R, on the left side of the screen. And let me open this up. And then on the right side of the screen, we do have Kornok, Hoobbbb, and Killayad, and Asmorgane showing up from Last Steak Company. LSC. Oh my god, isn't that like something like, no, that's like an LLC. Anyway, LOR, Liss Ornithorynques Roses on the left side with Oranssis, with Novak, with Liss and Apeul coming up on their side. While on the right side we got Kornok, Hoobbbb, Killayad, and Asmorgane playing for Last Steak Company. I think you guys have the prediction. You can use your channel points to win more channel points. Already 30,000 channel points being put into the team that managed to snatch a settler over here. Man, I mean, yeah, I can't say, you know, it's not a good thing, but I mean, at the same time, Mapuche frees him. Gotta give him some credit over there. Did Indonesia lose a settler too? That's a good question. Let me see. Wait, did he? I see him going for another settler from Surabaya, but he should have. I don't think he ever built a second settler. Like, he got a settle on the west side, he lost a scout on the east, and this warrior has been here for like forever. You see, he's the warrior that got the experience from attacking into the scout. I don't think he actually lost a settler. Good evening, Claudine. By the way, I forgot to say that. GG, I guess already is Fluffy Dragonfly calling this out. Well, I hope it's not that close of a GG. Let's take a look at also CIvFR with the iron coming up from Mr. Vasi. He has iron tiles next to the border of the map, and of course we don't actually see him getting enough points to get Pantheon yet. We're gonna need to wait a little bit for that to happen, and we're gonna see what he's gonna pick here. In the south, we do have Vietnam, though, getting that settler back to his own cities. He did put a non-freshwater city next to the west side of his capital. He did also get in his capital a tile on an incense. That tile underneath that city is an incense tile, so he's getting some extra faith per turn from it. Very important to note, because that actually allowed him to get City Patron Goddess from the beginning. If you remember, and we did talk about this in previous streams, the towns don't actually count as a district, so the City Patron Goddess doesn't activate on the towns that still have cost, and then you get another 50% towards another district, which is amazing. You can see he's trying to benefit as much as possible from that and going for that district discount. Taking a look at what's going on, he's getting also some traders from his capital. He does have horse tile in the northwest of Thanglong, and iron tile to the northeast over here, quite far away. That's a 4 tile away. He hasn't. No, that's a coal tile. Anywhere else? Any takers over here? No iron. No iron. That's gonna be bad. He doesn't have iron. I mean, okay, sure. I've pointed out earlier, we talked a little bit about this, it's more common right now to actually use the horses than it is to use the iron tiles. But if you do want relatively strong units like cuirassiers, lights, and so on, men-at-arms, swordsmen, you do need the iron. So it's quite important to actually get that iron in your territory somehow. It's not, not always good to get it early in the game, but you want to get it at some point in the game. I voted for the rewards. Yes, rewards. Give me. Oh man, you know what? Waffles. My mind, since Salty Capybara shared her awesomeness over there, I'm like, in my brain is like waffles, and then I like do stuff around the house, and I'm like waffles, and then I go, outside and run, and I'm like waffles. No, the waffles, man. Oh man, did I actually give you this? I don't know if I showed you this, what she showed us, and I'm like, boom! Oh my god! Let me actually take a look over here in the delicious food channels. We got quite a few stuff over here, and you can imagine this is from a few days ago. I gotta share this. Like, again, I gotta share this. I think I did before, but oh man, look at this. Oh man. Oh yes. The waffles are high right now. The waffle is strong with this one. Big Dog, good evening, sir. How are they looking for the golden eras? Good question. Let's take a look at the era score screen here. We got 19, 17, 23, 18, 14, 17, 16, and 19. It does look like quite a few of them are not getting their necessary points. We still have 8 turns to go, so anything can happen. They can definitely try to get some boats out, some districts out, some units, and so on and so forth that might get them the points. Not to mention, they will also discover more land, and since this is a team effort, the information is shared between the teams, the vision is shared between the teams, so you do get to see wonders and so on and get the points from them. Taking a look at what's going on also over here. Let me actually goes over here. Okay. Oh man, that would be nice. By the way, Bob, I need to. Yeah, that would be nice. Waffle, I don't know about that one. But Rich, good evening, sir. I don't know what that means, by the way. Batter inject. I don't know what that is. Also, dude, I'm hungry, not cool. I mean, how can you not be hungry with those? It's like, oh no. It's like, yes, give me. Like, how the dolphin is, ow. let's see what's going on over here in the Pantheon side. We do have to see them from the left to the right if they did get their Pantheons before the next era. Of course, I see Mapuche did not get his, and he's starting to put those cities on the freshwater tiles. Didn't go for the east one though. I'm a bit sad about this. Could have had so many 2-2 tiles to place and quite a few, of course, as you can see, tiles to improve. But anyway, I guess it's fine. He can definitely get his adjacency going on that river as well. We're gonna need to see his government plaza placement, and I do see him sniffing around Paititi over here. He's like, is this good? A cotton tile? What's this? What's this flower I see over here? What do I do with it? And of course he does see that he's gonna get some extra culture, some extra gold. Definitely sell it, bro. I mean, that's gonna be amazing. We do have Killayad with Indonesia coming up in 3 turns. He's gonna get another settler from his capital. He did go for Goddess of the Hunt, which is extremely surprising. Most of the time, like I was saying, Indonesia is gonna get the fish pantheon. So I'm a bit like, whoa, why did you not get the fish pantheon? I mean, was it that important to get the 2-4-3 ivories? I guess these tiles look great, don't they? Like 2-4-3 tiles everywhere. That is great. I do see him settling towards the northwest with a city from Surabaya. Can definitely get a +4 campus going over there, and in the meantime he needs to get a harbor out from his other cities. Has a problem though. We do have on the east side already those galleys going over there, and row your boats gently down the stream. Going to that one. Anyway. Wait, you wanna touch the fish? You wanna actually touch the fish, man? Whoa, I got a clip here. What's this? The dolphin is, yeah, exactly. That one. I guess let's share it in the chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Also, Salty Capybara saying, not really, but it always looks awesome when you have strawberries, waffles, ice cream, and chocolate sauce on the same plate. You can't really not make it look professional. Yes, professional. Oh my God, amazing. Anyway, England coming up with the Royal Navy dockyards. He's gonna get 3 boats over here. They are on the same continent, and I do see him with God of War and Plunder. He's on a warpath. Oh my God. Yes, let's go. Poke in, bro. Poke in. Take out that galley. Smash, bam, bam. We do have a Magnus going inside of London, a wild Magnus over here. Of course, he didn't actually upgrade any of his strategic resources, doesn't need to, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to get some other technologies right now. Oh, wait a second, he did improve the horse in Bristol. Okay, I guess I'm wrong over there. He did improve one. Eleanor did go for the God of the Sea as a pantheon. You do see that he's now generating quite a bit of production and food coming up from the fish tiles. And I do see Sunderland does have horses to improve here. Didn't go for any yet though. Iron horses, needs to get them. In the meantime, he did manage to get the 2 boats on the east to defend a possible attack from Japan, which of course Japan unfortunately got crippled. That's what happened over here. I think Japan, man, with that extra city that he could have had but didn't have, it was quite a bit of a shocker. The gods have sent a Vietnam free unit. Whoa, I mean, you know, an asteroid coming out from the gods turned into a heavy chariot, popped from Hue over here, where you do see a ton also coming out, and of course he does have multiples in his capital. That is gonna be quite a problem for his opponent here, Japan. Japan did manage to get the stone circles pantheon, and you can see he does have 4 stone tiles over here to improve in his capital 3rd range, while I do see he could have had other, well, I guess it's fine with that on as well. We do need to see exactly how fast he's gonna try to expand here. Unfortunately, he's not going so fast for the harbors as in to have them before the next era, and this will be a problem when it comes to the admiral points. In the next era, he's gonna need to do some projects if he wants to get one of those Renaissance admirals. Very important, very important. The Renaissance admirals giving you that extra +5 on your caravels can make or break a war. Persia is gonna go for God of Craftsman, and unfortunately he did get pillaged over here on his horse style, but of course he does have let's see, 6 tiles to go for Temple of Artemis. I do see 1 and a 2 and a 3 tiles to improve over here, 4 tiles actually, with the other horse, and that will allow him to get the extra amenities, extra food, and of course the extra housing in the city of Passagarde when that Temple of Artemis is gonna finish. Going for more builders, he's gonna need to keep on upgrading his tiles, and unfortunately, because he did lose that horse tile, it means he's not gonna gather that resource in his empire, which of course does mean if anything will happen, you know, some wild Occhitaus come out of the forest and peekaboo, they're gonna smash his cities down, and he's gonna be like Pepe, you know, Pikachu face over them, and definitely gonna have a problem over here. Anyway, taking a look at what's going on the east side, we do have God of Open Sky on Cree. It did go and improved a few of his horse styles to get the extra culture coming up from them. Not a bad choice, especially with how many of these pastures he has. Let's count them up: a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and that's it. 5 and a 6 maybe. I mean, I'm stretching it a little bit. Oh, I guess he does have more over here, but there are more cattle tiles than anything else. I still would have loved Stone Circles more than I would love this, or even God of Craftsman would have been great here. But anyway, I guess he did what he did. He's gonna have to live with it, and we're gonna need to see what he's gonna do in this scenario. He's going Magnus first in CIvFR, which is, oh my god, I mean Pingala Magnus first, I don't know. And taking a look at what's going on, he does have another settler popping from that capital in just 1 turn. That means he's gonna get his 4th city out very fast. He needs to escort it because there are some sneaky Persian units on the west side that are definitely trying to poke around over here. And of course, while he's gonna be watching this one, this is like a magic show, you know, like Novak over here is putting up a magic trick. He made his warrior look at the other warrior, and then he comes with swooping with a scout over there behind the other warrior. He was trying to figure out, oh, might have been a settler over here on the maze tile. Nom nom nom. What do you see? My precious. And of course, you can see the scout just kept on moving on. He's gonna find a trader. He's gonna have actually the settler in the capital with his pants down, but immediately Cree wants to get some pants on that settler, and of course you do see the Occhitao coming up on his side. Menyayushi Obrig, good evening, sir. Welcome. Watch him, 0 builders and 2 turns. Wait, what was that? Persia would be normal age? Normal age Persia? I hope not. I mean, I mean, he did get a boat, bro. Oh my god, you're right. He might be in a normal age. I mean, can they do something over here for him? Can they, like, I think they declared war already, right? He doesn't have scouts going to the north. Maybe he gets some no. Wonder maybe? No. Find a wonder. You can do it. Oh, here? You think he's gonna go the Perideza in Rey? Let's see. I hope so. Let's see. Let's watch him closely. You know, as close as we can get over here, and see if he's gonna do it. Savnarik joining, good evening, sir, and welcome. I don't know, maybe he has something up his sleeve, I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out at some point. Normal age enjoyer might be one of those, you know, I don't want to go against Mapuche from across the map with a golden age. Might be he's preparing right now. It can happen, you know. There are people that want to be prepared from, you know, and from the get-go, from the beginning of the game, and try to play it differently. Of course, Oranssis over here does have a golden age. We got Novak on 17 out of 19 points. Liss is going to be on 30 out of 19. Apeul on 23 out of 19. We got the boats from England smacking around those Indonesian boats, watching angrily at them. And Apeul is going to be 23 out of 19 on Eleanor. And we do have a Kornok with a 23 out of 19. Looks like Hoobbbb is going to be on a 20 out of 19. Killayad 18 out of... Indonesia not getting this. I mean, honestly, this is worse than Persia not getting it. Because, you know, Persia still gets the internals and a lot of extra yields and so on and so forth. But Indonesia not getting it might mean the death of Indonesia here. Indonesia, Killayad, unfortunately, was 1 point off. Couldn't make the 19 points for the golden age threshold. Asmorgane did. He was on 22 out of 39. Even if he lost a settler, he still managed to get that golden age. And of course, we do see him putting down a few harbors over here, and he needs to decide what is he gonna do first: defense on the land or defense on the coast on the naval side, because both of these choices are, oh my god, not gonna be available for him. Just not enough production to do both. He needs to pick one over the other. I mean, Killayad here already saying, you know, this is shaking his hand of the normal age enjoyer over there. They wanted to have some cake and sit in a corner while, of course, their opponents are getting a lot of stats going, and their allies at the same time. They are. It's all good. It's all, you know, good sportsmanship over here. Is this Novak saying that? Wait, brother, you're suspicious as me? Or something? Or are you suspicious to me? What is that expression going? How do you translate that? Because it kind of sounds like, you know, brother, you're as suspicious as me, you're as sus as me. It's sus for me. Okay, so it's sus suspicious for me. First guy. Oh, I see. He's saying that he couldn't get it, and it's suspicious that he couldn't get it. Okay. No. I don't. Oh, because of this? I guess so. Let me actually take a look at the tons. That's an information I don't know. Let's see. Cheaper to build. Culture bombs. Triggers a culture bomb that captures neutral adjacent tiles. Very nice. Only neutral tiles? Like if there's gonna be an opponent, you can't actually take it away from them. Oh, but what's the point of culture bombing then? But anyway, we do have Vietnam over here trying to get more cities out, and at the same time, of course, you do see his sim. He's gonna put another city next to the border of the map, and I do see him getting his barracks going. Did manage to get a decent amount of projects? No, actually only 2 general points a turn. He doesn't have a God of War and Plunder, so those tons are not actually generating points. We do have him going for the granaries in Hoa Lu. Dong Hoi gonna get his audience chamber going with a Magnus settling in that city. He's probably gonna go for the for the internals soon enough here, and I do see him connecting his cities from the west to the east with a trade route. Very important to note, because of course all of that army will probably pass through the city of Hue towards the cities of Japan. Taking a look at what's going on in Cree land, we do have him placing down his government plaza, moving that settler to the west. Did defend against the Persian archer, and right now, unfortunately, well, I mean, unfortunately for wait, what's happening over here? Is it because of Magnus? Because he has Magnus? Yes. So he has Magnus and he doesn't have that many districts, right? So he's like only on 12 culture a turn, while Novak is on 10 and 13 with I guess the culture he's getting from his traders, and he also doesn't have Moksha. He went for Magnus first. Okay, I mean that's not bad. Maybe that's actually fair, you know, the two internal trade civilizations going against each other over here in the northeast of the map might be fair. Let's quickly take a look at each of the civilizations' golden age points. We got Pen, Brush and Voice golden age on Vietnam. We do have Novak with autocracy and of course normal age enjoyer. Liss with a free inquiry golden age on Victoria. Gonna try to rush those caravels as soon as possible. He's going for writing right now, and I do see him on 20 science and 10 culture. Apeul with a free inquiry golden age on Eleanor, trying to get Magnus first, Moksha second, and I do see he's gonna get some more settlers over here. 27 gold a ton, by the way, for Eleanor, and 25 on Liss. That's actually pretty good. We got Kornok with Lotaro, free simming all the way to the west over here, putting down commercials. He did manage to get those that religious settlements pantheon, and you do see he's gonna get a city on Paititi. I think that builder over here is just waiting for a Shemamul. Is this gonna be a Shemamul placement? Instantly Shemamul place? I think so, right? And of course, we do see the land is just prepared for him to have so many yields. We do have a Hoobbbb with a pen brush and voice golden age on Cree, Killayad normal age, unfortunately, and then wait, no, he went for bro. He's actually not gonna place the Shemamul there. He's gonna try to get that Paititi. Okay, sure. Place it next to the Paititi. Sure, bro. Okay, you can do it. He can. I guess he wanted to open up another city over here to the southwest. I do see Asmorgane free inquiry golden age on Japan. That is going to allow him to get more science up. But I have to point something very important out. The samurais are coming up on the culture tree, not on the science tree. So it's not the best mix in the world to go for science with Japan unless you go for caravels. And even if you go for caravels, most of the time you're gonna like more to go for your culture than your science, because you do get fast campuses and so on and so forth. And man, oh man, you do get that culture going for your cities, going to mercenaries, and of course getting that half cost card. In the meantime, I do see he's improving his stone tiles. He does need to get the quarries going for the extra production. We do have an iron tile over here to the northeast, and I do notice he's gonna get some more settlers from Osaka. Definitely needs to get as many as possible. I'm a bit actually worried about the lack of interest from England of attacking Japan. Maybe he's gonna let Japan to his demise, you know, die to Vietnam, because honestly it kind of looks like Vietnam over here will do the damage, right? We got him 16 science, 27 culture, 41 production, going against 10, 14, 27. Oh man, I say that and I'm like, did I hear that correctly? Do I have something in my ear over here? Oh man, oh man. Anyway, let me pop this madness over here and see what's going on. Paititi is such an amazing one. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I gotta say this. Oh. Wait, Kornok. Man, he's unsettled. Frizzle, bonsoir, bienvenue, hello there, Inland Sea. Yes, we do have the Inland Sea going on over here. And taking a look at the map, we're waiting for spawn. I'm not sure what's going on over here. We wanted to see it. We wanted to see him, you know, settle one of these tiles, but it looks like he went for another one, and he's gonna put that city on a 2-2-1-1 base. Maybe. I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely good. We do have him with a very good cotton tiles to work, and could possibly get 2 Shemamuls over here, one on the wheat, one in the south. You know, I keep on saying Shemamuls. I want to see the Shemamuls, man. Like, I want to see those little tiny stone statues over there. It would be amazing. In the meantime, I do also want to check what's happening in the Great People screen. We got Admirals coming up from England. That's Eleanor, England, with 5 Great Admiral points a turn. Japan is on 1, and nobody. Oh, England is making 10. Whoa. Vietnam is on 3 Great General points a turn. We got in the merchant screen Mapuche doing 2.3. In the scientist screen, 5 on Indonesia, 1 on England. And looking at the first scientist there, it's not Hypatia. Don't worry about it. They're not gonna rush it. We got, of course, the first rig writers, which nobody will want, as in nobody's making them right now. There is a Vietnam versus Japan. Yes. That was. I still can't believe that happened. I gotta say, I still can't believe Japan lost a settler over here to Vietnam. I'm not sure what happened. We didn't have the whole picture painted for us, and of course we're gonna need to figure it out on ourselves. Maybe after the The game will be over. In the debrief, we're gonna find out exactly what happened. Yes, Asmorgane did prefer to go for more settlers, which does mean, of course, he's gonna get more production centers to work with, which is good. But at the same time, he needs to be careful about his city district count. Japan does benefit from that half cost in camel, which is amazing. We don't need to actually see him use it. He did from his capital go for Gavron Plaza, and I'm pretty sure Vietnam is watching what's going on over here in Japan's land like a hawk. Man, like a hawk. He watches through this fog of war, I mean, to see what's going on, and you can see there's no encampment put down, right? You can see even through the fog of war, there's like nothing put down. You see a farm there, a mine there, a cover plaza over there, has some quarries with some extra yields and so on, which is very nice and dandy. But when it comes to the you know, the big boy stuff, the encampments and everything, they're just not there. And of course, on this point, we probably see Oranssis over here. I got this, boys. Let me get some horses out, you know, let me chop some of those nasty Voichens out, and I got this. Samurais, I mean, they're not gonna be a problem. And of course, I also have to mention, samurais are coming up of feudalism, so you know, Frinquini, Pembrasian voice, Frinquini, Pembrasian voice. If you want samurais, you go Pembrasian voice. You want caravels, Frinquini. You can't go both. I gotta say, you can't go both. This is not the time to go both. If you try to go both, you're not gonna get any. This is, we come back to that expression from yesterday, you know, between two, you're not gonna get rained on, but you're not gonna be fine either, you know. It's let's see, maybe first pick Vicky much better. That was actually quite an interesting pick over there on Indonesia. I don't know why he did that. Now, Vile Muffin, good evening, sir. And also, just don't settle the sea. Yeah, I mean, that could be a choice. That's a valid choice. Inland, Indonesia, you know. Try to go. Wait, how did this sneaky galley get through? Oh my god, it went all the way around through the west. Oh my god, it did. Look at Apeul go, man. He's sneaking in the city of Surabaya, managing to pillage one of the harbors next turn. Look at him, man. Look at him go. And on the east side, we do have quite a few boats coming up from England. You do see that definitely England is on the same path of science, 24 versus 23 of Indonesia. And this is, can you imagine how strong this would have been if Indonesia did manage to get Pembrasian voice? He would have had the culture to go with that awesome science. Very nice. Very nice. Let's take a look at also the city states, and I do notice this one. Okay, Nagmapu did settle. Shemamul. Look at these, man. Look at these. Actually, they're not stone ones. They're like wood ones. I think they're wood ones, right? They're like sculpted in wood or something. Is that a correct word, by the way? Sculpted in wood. Anyway, coming back on the city-state side, we do have Anshan, Hattusa coming up for science. Namadol with Kagwana will be the ones for culture, victory. We got Samarkand, Mogadishu, and Banar Brunei for the gold. It does look like, of course, we do have Yerevan for the faith and Nazca for the faith as well. I do have to point out we got a little bit of desert over here between England and Indonesia, and of course with the delicate arch, Nazca might actually be quite an interesting improvement to get it next to it. I'm pretty sure England is not going to prioritize to take it over. Just saying. Wait, England going commercial hub and harbors in the same city? Oh, this sounds like a double whammy, a double free inquiry goldenish for him. We're going to need to see what he's going to do over there. That's a lot of potential science coming up, but not that much culture. I gotta say, not that much culture. Anyway. We do have Preslov with Lahore and Volin coming up for the military city-states. And I do see Kagwana with, did I say about this? Kagwana and Mahamadol coming up for the culture? I think so. Reina double. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? Oh my god. Liss La Loutre is going to have quite a bit of fun over here with those caravels going against Indonesia. He will probably overtake him, and of course he's gonna also have the gold to go against his opponent. That's going to be important. We do have Apeul managing to pillage that harbor, stopping the project in Surabaya, and at the same time we do see there are more boats being built from Indonesia's cities. I do have to point out Indonesia does benefit from an awesome ability. You can actually buy your boats with faith, and of course we do need to see if that's going to be his choice over here. I do want to see what's going on the east. It looks like Oranssis at the moment doesn't actually want to poke at Japan, which it is a bit surprising, especially since he sees these, you know, these tiles don't improve themselves, right? They need to be improved by somebody, and there is a builder over there just moving one tile, improving, moving one tile, improving. Definitely he needs to poke around and take that away, especially since now he does have a general to go with those horses, giving them that much needed extra +5. They can definitely take on the archers and survive. We do have more horses, and I do see more builders coming up from Oranssis. I do also need to see over here 29 out of 43. Tech side. Engineering in 3 turns, mysticism in 1. Okay, not that far away from getting his Voicians. That's going to be important. On the west side, let's see Mapuche get this free sim going. 13 science, 36 actually, culture with 14 science. I do see him prioritizing getting those markets out, and of course his merchants. He's on 5.7 grain merchant points a turn, while Persia is on 2.3, England on 1, Cree on 1.1. Nobody actually making a lot of them other than Mapuche. Very important to take those away from Persia. Persia did manage to get another city to the north. He's building 2 more settlers, one from Ray, one from his capital, Pasargade. And I do notice he is putting some defensive archers in the east side to defend against the Occhitaus. Nasty units that may come against him. He does have a 1-tile choke on his mountain range, and I do believe he needs to get a unit there at some point to defend against a possible opponent. Cree in the meantime did manage to get 5 cities. Now he's working on his builders. I'm actually quite curious if these are feudalism builders, because we are 1040. We should be getting there quite soon. And oh no, actually, defensive tactics. We got him over here. It's right before feudalism, so that's a no. That's my 2 cents on it. Reina is better than a Pingala sometimes, especially with a free inquiry. Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. Like in the city of Hull, this is gonna be amazing. Let me take a look at something over here. Okay, there we go. We do need to see if these traders from England will actually get to trade with the other England, Apeul, at some point. And they do need to go through deep water, and I believe they do need to discover the deep water first. You do see that in the middle of the ocean they didn't actually get any scouting done. Now we do have some great terminals recruited, and I believe we're gonna have the 2 Englands lead the way over here. They're trying to get projects and take them away from Indonesia, while Indonesia is making some projects of his own. He does have 23 great terminal points a turn, and getting some more of these harbor shipping projects. I'm not so sure he can actually be competitive here. We're gonna need to see. Now we're entering the medieval Renaissance animal. How do you say this? Batch, I think it's batch, right? You know, they trade with Persia. Wait, trade with Persia. London to Ray. Oh, they do trade with Persia. London to Ray. This is Bristol to London. So internal, Hull to London, internal, Hull to Ray. Okay, so 2 of them external, 2 of them internal. Not bad, actually. You know, you get the points coming up from the externals on the gold side, and then you get the production and the food. Every boat Indonesia builds is them being later to caravels. They will die on a caravel rush. Yeah, that is gonna happen, right? That's what's gonna happen. We do have Killayad 5 turns away from Buttress. He does have 32 science, while you do see that Apeul and Liss do have 31 and 33. At the same time, they are also 1 turn closer to Buttress than Killayad is, with 3 turns for Apeul and 4 turns for Liss. We do need to see if they're going to also get, or at least try to get, mercenaries. This is a bit of a problem, and I've seen this phenomenon happening more often than not. The players do try as much as possible to go for monarchy, the next tier government before the next era. And basically the idea is you do get some extra era score points over there. If you don't have the time to actually go for wonder or something in your cities, that might be exactly the era score you need to go into a golden age. And of course the second golden age is quite important. You have to be careful how you're going to use it. I do also want to open up the continent side, because yesterday we did have that good show us the way with the red coats. Maybe it could have happened this game. No, it's not. It's on the same continent as England, and of course he doesn't have that option. Taking a look at what's going on over here, Persia did reposition his archers behind his cities, and I do see he's wary about Japan to the south. We do have finally an attack coming up from Vietnam. He's going against Japan, and we do see him already, well, what does pyre mean, or pire? What does this mean? Red coat is only for you. Yes, exactly. The red coats, man. Unbelievable. Spawn gap indeed. Yeah, he's telling the truth, man, over there. Japan gonna get pillaged hard. Yeah, all of those stone tiles that are looking so juicy right now. Of course, you do see the horse trying to get his hoofs on, and he's gonna get the pillages over there. Got distracted for a second, but I'm gonna come back to this. I didn't want to see what's going on if we did have news over here. Anyway, in the meantime, Vietnam does have a promotion for that horse. Could get pillage and the promotion at the same time. I do want to see what's going on here. I do hope he's actually going to deny Japan a little bit of production so he can get his hoofs on all of those tiles. I also want to point out Vietnam did get a little bit too anxious with the attack, but I guess he didn't want to pressure Japan on the land, so he dies to the sea, right? And we got Apeul over here with the galleys coming up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he got quite a few of these animals, including Himerios. And we just passed, oh my god, we passed through those great animals from the medieval Renaissance era so fast. Oh my. Indonesia, what did you do, bro? Indonesia. Let's see. We got Rahendra Kola picked up by England. That's Victoria. We got Himerios picked up by Eleanor, Apeul. We got Zenghi by Eleanor, Apeul. And then we do have England picking up Leif Erikson. And of course, I do see Apeul is going to get the fleet 1. Man, they didn't leave anything to Indonesia. All of those projects that he worked on and he's still working on, they're not there. Like, he's trying to get harbor shipping projects. Oh no, it's not gonna happen. We do have 3 city settlers coming out of Hull, London and Bristol. Of course, he's gonna try to double his city count soon enough, while I do believe England should actually just focus on trying to get, oh, I see what's going on. They don't have the gold for both attacks, right? They're gonna focus on Apeul and leave Indonesia for a little later, right? They're playing with their food right now. Of course, we do need to see Vietnam also try to get his Voichians. That's what I started to say at the beginning. He got a little bit overexcited here. Didn't even get the pillage on the stone. I mean, bro, you might as well sacrifice a horse for that extra production. That's a lot of extra production. Taking a look at what's going on, of course, I do see more of these archers coming out of Hue. He does have quite a few of them to the northwest in a line, and he's going to get his technology soon enough. We do have him on, let me see, mathematics coming up in 3 turns, and by the looks of it, of course, he still didn't discover the crossbow technology. I do see civil service also coming up in 3. That means that he's very close to getting a military alliance with somebody, which is gonna matter so much going against his opponents. An extra +5 on your units. I approve that message, bro. We do have campuses coming up from Hoa Lu, more horses from Thang Long, and there is an Okchitao, a nasty one, coming up from the north between the mountains with a horse in tow. Really needs to be careful how he's gonna play with that. And I do have to say, usually when you're in such a situation with chokes and everything, you should ideally get units in the choke points. You're much better off closing them than actually dealing with the problems afterwards, you know, problems of multiple units coming up of those chokes, you know, like it's just at some point it's not stopping. Have you ever tried to, like, you know, fix open how do you call it, like not a hole, did your kitchen sink break down at some point and you had to fix it, and it's like, you know, you do it for the first time and you try to you know, open it up and it's like it comes in your face and oh no, the horror. Extat Fendil, good evening, sir. Bonsoir, welcome. Military is gonna take 4 turns actually, since Persia needs to get to it too. That's a good point. We do have to make it in pairs, and of course we do have to see 2 players from each of the teams to actually get there. From what I can see, Persia was going there. Novak is okay. Well, I guess he's gonna get boosted, right? It's 2 turns for Oranssis, and then Novak is probably gonna be like 2-3 turns behind him. So that's, yeah, 4 turns to get that. Very nice, very nice. Cleozine asking a question over here: does the animals stack the attack buff? No, it's just one animal will do. Well, I guess what you can do is have a longer line of units, and if you do have multiple animals, you can actually give to all of that line of units the bonuses. If not, well, they're basically useless next to each other. I guess one other piece of information over there, you could use it to close 2 chokes that are on the west or on the east and so on, or to give the points to the boats. I do see England at the moment is still trying to get those settlers out. I did notice we do have more boats coming up from Indonesia. He's one-turning them, and I guess he did figure out he's never gonna get an admiral. That's way too many points to get, like 77 out of 305. Ha! That's not gonna happen, bro. That's so many points. We do have him going for audience chamber from Badung, and this is, I have to say, this is surprising. Going for audience chamber in this scenario usually does kill you, because you would need to go for Wallow's throne. You need to get as many boats out, and every little bit of gold, every little bit of extra production that you can get towards your units will mean the difference between you winning or losing. Looking at Cree also, we do have him getting his libraries out. I do have to say he's on 27 science with 27 culture. Not really, you know, going out of his way to get a lot of everything, but he is trying to get the most that he can get from this land. He got that open sky for his pasture, so he's getting the culture. Very nice. I like. He put now his government plaza in such a way that he's boosting 2 of those theater squares. Theaters. Wow. I was thinking campuses, and I said theater squares. Oh! And of course, at the beginning, he did go for commercials, which will allow his allies to get more economy going. 38 gold per turn coming up from our boy Hoobbbb over here. Using the minus internals, he's also getting some food. He's also getting some production going. And this is something that I guess I didn't actually get to see earlier. I kept on talking how important it is to actually get those pastures improved, and of course get as many as possible with the Cree internals. We do see that he has a possible 4 in the capital, with 2 horses improved, with 1 cattle tile to the south and another one to the southeast. That means he can get for each of those trade routes 4 points of food, 4 points of gold. That is amazing. I'm not so sure this cattle is for his capital though. Well, let's see. Yes, it is. It is. So he knows. He did switch it to his capital, so he gets the most points over there. Would have loved to see another builder charge improve the cattle tile to the southeast, but I guess, you know, we're gonna have to put a hook on that because that's not gonna happen. Put it in a hook. Put it like, how do you call it? What's the expression on delaying that something action? Ich weiß nicht 04. Wait, is it? How is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 04. Okay. I don't think they played that long. Wait, I mean, it might be. Put a pin on it. Put a pin on it. Yes, we need to put a pin on it. Yes, Viola Muffin. Thank you. Thank you. They probably don't, but I like to have the game plan out to be sure. Wait. What are you? They killed. Oh, Alex 2005 is making a few. I'm sorry, I didn't actually get to see all of that information. You're making quite a few predictions over here in the chat. They killed Japan, then go on Indonesia, and then they put the pressure on Mapuche, and they end with nukes if they don't, if sooner. That's actually a good one, right? We might see some of that, and then we might get surprised of the players managing to get their defenses going at the last second. Maybe they didn't push hard enough. Maybe, you know, the player was too good. Maybe the land made the difference. I don't know. There are a lot of things, a lot of details, and that's why we love Civilization 6. It does give us that opportunity to see how the players evolve, how they use the land, how they adapt, how they do manage to get their tactics going against their opponents, and manage to win in very, very slim situations. Of course, taking a look at what's going on over here, I do have to see what Orange Chamber coming up from Japan. He's going to try to get the taller cities going. I do see Victor establishing in 2 turns and in the city to the north. Wait, did he actually hard take the port? Oh, I feel bad for him. I don't know what the other letters stand for. Can anybody, like, this must be like for, I don't know, some curse words or something. What? Yeah, that's bad. Hard taking a port, that is bad. Is laughing. Oh, it does like a kick W, but it's like the French kick W. Is that the French kick W? I see that. That's good to know. PDTR. Okay. French kick W. Okay, got it. We do have, of course, England, Eleanor actually, on this side of Japan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 boats. Like, really, bro? And you're getting some more? No, he's getting builders now. He does have also like 820. Oh my god, the gold is just amazing, man. 827 gold, 674 on Liss. Whoa! Oh my god, that's amazing. On Persia, we do have him on 2, 4, 6 cities. He's getting some more markets out, and of course he needs those traders to go from his other cities to his capital. Since he does have some extra culture coming up from all of those trade routes. He's getting it used very well. I do have to point out also he's getting some production, he's getting some gold, and I do also have to point out he's not getting the bonuses like Cree is getting them, being connected to some form of resource in the capital. He's just getting that. They are connected, although, to the tech tree and the civic tree. For example, you do need to get to banking if you want more gold, and you do need to get to guilds, if I'm not mistaken, to get the extra culture coming up from all of these traders. Looking at the era screen over here, we are 7 turns away from going into the medieval one, and of course we do need to figure out if the players will manage to get the era score points for the next ones. While we are watching the initial phase of attack coming up from Vietnam going against Japan, Japan is on his dying breath over here. We do have cannibals. Whoa, man! Oh my god, Apeul's muscles are just breaching his t-shirts right now. Like, you know. Oh man, that is like, you can see you can even hear, you know, like they're growing, man. Apeul with those cannibals, he's gonna get like +5 from the admirals. You do see Gaius Duilius preparing over there to fleet up one of these cannibals, and he definitely has 7 movement. Wait, did he actually get, bro? Where that? No, is that is a lot of movement. 7 movement boats. Oh man, Japan dies. Yes, I think Japan dies. I mean, I don't know, it feels like this is written in the stone somewhere. We do need to see also what Mapuche will do on the west side. He is actually free simming over here, and he did manage to get 23 science, 56 culture. Still did not settle the mountains, and the thing that I wanted to see is actually him getting campuses on the cattle and the banana, like trying to get, you know, that extra adjacency from his government plaza with the mountain, coupling it over there, like you know, the horse carriages, but didn't do it. And at the moment it doesn't look like he's gonna need to do something about the gold situation, because again they do need a lot of gold to help out their allies. Taking a look at what's going on over here, we do have Badger Mason coming up with Reina next turn, and I do have to point out that Reina in Hull is giving him so much science. 10 science for a commercial hub, and what's this 6 science from a Royal Navy dockyard. That's, oh my god, 16 science from one city, bro. Man, oh man, 40 science per turn, 23 culture a turn. Killayad is on 43 and 21 himself, and of course we do see him getting cartography in 1 turn. This is gonna be massive. This is gonna be massive. We do have caravels coming out from England. He doesn't have oh man, he doesn't have mercenaries though. That's a problem. One was the Japanese coast bonus again. It's +5 in the shallow water. Wait, he lost the city already? Whoa, open. Well, I guess that was open. That happened. We do have Apeul just improving a few of his galleys into caravels. They are keeping the other ones for new ones, going against probably they know they need to go against Indonesia over here, Killayad, and they want to upgrade Liss La Lutre first. The thing is, they're gonna get advantages coming up from those animals. Having an animal and going against somebody without an animal basically guarantees you the win. On the seas, you gotta be careful still with you know, repositioning units, repairing them, getting them back, improving them, promoting them, and so on, and blah blah blah, and how you move them, when do you attack, and so on. Like, there's a lot of details that you need to put on over there to actually get a good fight going. But if you do manage to get all of those, oh man, like, you're basically guaranteed a win. Yeah, we do need to see also Vietnam push at the same time. I do see he does have quite a few archers ready to go, man. These are ready to go. Where is he in the tech side? Apprenticeship 2 turns, feudalism 2 turns. Still did not get enough culture to go for his mercenaries, and he's probably saying, you know what? Caravels more important, they're extremely costly, don't spend your gold on me. And of course I'd have to point out, it's 180 gold for a caravel. You can imagine that's a lot of gold. A lot of gold. I also have to point out, actually England does have 5 of these caravels, which should be enough to take down more and more of the pre-built galleys of Japan. I'm pretty sure Japan will never actually get to his own caravels, since he's going to be pushed from the land as well as the sea. The city of Open will probably rebel in 2 turns by the looks of it, if he doesn't manage to get the city over here in the south, where he is trying to get the ancient walls going while he is taking down the boats of Japan one by one. There we go. And this one going. Wait, what happened to that one? Did he try to switch it around and he just died there? Yeah, it did. Like, look at this galley. This galley actually tried to switch the other one, and it just died attacking into the caravel fleet. Oh man, I can only imagine those boys on the caravel fleet, you know, just sailing, having a bud, and being, you know, like very, very happy. And then, like, you know, it's like going on a bumper with your car, you know, and then you don't know what happened. You're like, what was that, bro? Did you see anything? No. Keep going. It's all good. I think they get a district bonus and military strength. Wait, on the coast. Yeah, on the coast he doesn't get a district bonus, but he does get the shallow water bonus, and I guess you do get the coastal bonus for also your units. It only works in the tiles or attacking into the tiles that are right next to the coast. They do get Ich weiß nicht. They do get the district bonuses when it comes to the half cost, if you're referring to that, but it's not on the coast. It's on the theater squares, on the encampments, and I believe on the holy sites, if I'm not mistaken, which usually the players do try to use as much as possible. Go holy site Japan, which honestly wasn't really a case in this scenario, but you know, wasn't an option. And yeah, there we go. We got 2 attacks going into the city center to the south, and I do think this city to the west will rebel before that. He's going to need to take it back. While we do have 3 more turns until the next era, the medieval one. In the meantime, Asmorgane is going to lose more and more boats. Apeul's caravels are punching through as fast as they can to take down the defenses of Japan and of course take over his cities. While he is weakening Japan on the coast, we do definitely see Vietnam over here is getting his armies ready to pounce. We do have a fleet coming out from England going against Indonesia. Indonesia, I like this. He did stop for a while and got as many boats as possible, and he is going to try to get his scouts working with the boats. You have to remember Indonesia, well, I mean, gets his linked bonus with the jonks, but not with his actually caravels. What he is doing right now, he's getting more support bonus on those units, so he tries to defend against this admiral attack, which is kind of good. I mean, this, I gotta say, this is amazing. You can see it actually mitigates the damage that he's getting from the extra admiral, 72 versus 70 on the defense of Indonesia's caravel. And if he does manage to get more of these, that would be amazing. So yeah, there we go, +8 support bonus in the middle of the sea. So this is gonna be a stalemate until we're gonna see some frigates come out. I don't think anybody's gonna punch through this. What is gonna happen is Japan is probably gonna die. With Japan dying, we do have to point out, or I have to point out, that we have a problem when it comes to the military alliance. And the one that should remain without a military alliance is probably Mapuche over here, because he is free simming. It doesn't actually need it, and they might have actually thought about this before. We do have him trying to go for the east over here, trying to get another city, of course that river on the 1-2 tile. Definitely has strong campuses to go for, and the commercials if he wants to, a +4 on the cattle. I do see him getting a few warriors, and by the looks of it in the era score screen, let's check it out. Batrio, Dark Age, unfortunate, but Dark Age. We got Novak, Golden Age, 44 out of 41. Woo, we're getting it, bro. Oh my god, there we go. Persia coming up with a golden, yay. We got Victoria, 46 out of 48. Probably going to want to go Dark Age for the Dark Age card. We're going to need to see what he's going to choose. Apeul, 47 out of 52. He is committed for a Golden Age, and I do see him trying to get campus. Is this a +3 or did he... yeah, this is a +3. This was a +2, so he didn't get the points from it. This is Theater Square. Okay, see, he did get this one. This is not going to be a +3. This is only a +2. And he did manage to get a religion. No. Where's the... wait, bro. I see Stonehenge, but where's the religion? No prophet? Prophetus Maximus? No? Did he die to Mapuche? I see there's a Mapuche, a sneaky Mapuche scout over here, but no prophet. Anybody know what happened here? Like, is there a stream from Apeul or something? Can we ask him afterwards? Because honestly, I'm so... this would be like such a big brain move. If he managed to deny his opponent's Golden Age by condemning that with a scout, that would be massive. Like, I feel like exactly that... Ornithorynque with the big brain. Oh my god. Is he scouting with it? I mean, I didn't see him. Let me check. Let me check again. 3P Rex, thank you very much for the follow, sir, and welcome. I don't see him scouting anywhere, bro. Like, nowhere. Like, look at this. It's like Oh my god. Voitians. Ooh. We do have some horses defending in Japan's land, but of course the Voitians are actually stronger. 52 strength on attack against those horses. They do move and shoot, move and shoot, move and shoot, move and shoot. They're actually very, very nice. Actually, move, shoot, move. That's the move, shoot, move over there. I do also notice we do need to see their era score. Let's see. Oh, he did get it. Okay, 53 out of 52. He was picking it. Oh, that's what happened. So he got the okay, he got that campus with the +3, and then he went. Oh my god, that took a long time. I mean, you gotta give him that. That took a long F time. Oh my god, really, bro? Really, that's so long. Anyway, we're gonna need to see what's what will happen over there and how they will manage to do this. At the same time, I do see we do have Persia that needs to do something against the Cree. He will probably try to get some defenses going over here, and I'm pretty sure Kornok is just here for the ride, trying to get the goal for his teammates, because again Indonesia is in trouble. Japan is dying next to him and he can't help him out, and he's kind of far away. While we do have him getting a few horses, he needs to get more cities, and that's exactly what he's doing. Miki Sivwachi coming up 3 turns with a settler, Makwa Zakahikan with another one, and looking at the golden age points here, it's, let's see, Mapuche getting it, 53 out of 52, Cree 7 points away. Oh. Gerfatao, yes, God of the Sea for Eleanor, I believe. Yes, God of the Sea for Eleanor. I still don't know how he got it, honestly, because I was expecting it on Indonesia, but he went Goddess of the Hunt. But anyway, Japan going normal age. Cree didn't manage to get his golden age. That is sad, though. I mean, going second era normal age on Cree, that is a problem. I gotta say that is a problem. Anyway, we do have Vietnam over here with the Voitians starting up their attack runs against those horses. You can see they're repositioning, moving and repositioning and moving and so on. They do need to get closer, clumped up together to take down those horses of Japan, and at the same time kill the walls. The Voitians do have the -17 less effective strength against fortifications, which of course do make quite a bit of a problem here, since that city is 35 strength, 33 on the defense from the unfavorable terrain, and of course we do need to see the walls taken down first before he's gonna manage to take down the other strength of the city, the garrison strength. We do have Apeul with the caravel fleets coming up from the west side, and of course a few caravels as well, trying to take out as fast as possible these cities. Now that he did manage to switch the era and he kept his golden age, going against a normal age Japan is going to allow him to get more loyalty from the population he captured, which is going to be much better going into the next few turns. Of course, you do see that his cities are not flipping anymore that hard, rebelling in 36, 52. I mean, that's a long time, and that's a game away from rebelling. That's a long time. We do have Mapuche setting more cities on the west side. He did manage to get his golden age, going for a pen, brush and voice, and we're just seconds away from getting the first World Congress. What do you think, boys? Is it gonna be a +5 Congress over here? Because that's gonna be massive. Oh my. Can prophets be condemned at all? Yes. Oh wait, prophets? No, they get pushed back. No, wait, I just realized they get pushed back. I don't know why I thought about apostles. They get pushed back in the cap. Oh, yes, you're right. I thought about apostles and evangelizing. Oh my god, silly me. Now I'm blushing. No, what did I do? One of those silly mistakes. Quick, get a clip going. Get a clip going. Michael, make it a mistake. Last year I was haunted on the stream. Whenever I was making a mistake, everybody was like, "Oh, he did it! He did a mistake! Oh, catch him! Catch him! Whoop him! Whoop him!" Let's see. Gerfato by nukes, yes, as any unit in the game. Yeah. Let's see what's going on over here. I need to talk to Leader Kill. I believe he's my co-caster member. Let's see. Great Prophet. I go B, right? I go B. Great Prophet. I go B in first, I guess, and I go B in leader killer. Wait, what did I get? I was thinking of isn't mec something like the French say dude or something? Or how do the French say dude? Great prophet first leader king. Oh, mech. Oh, I got it. You see?
So
Oh my God, I remember. But there we go.
throughout the
There we go. We got the mechs saying it out loud. Oh my God. Oh my God. We got a GG called out. They didn't see exactly how they're going to win this. They had Mapuche in the back line. There, Japan was getting smacked down to the ground. Or in the sea, depending on how you're looking at it. He did lose a setter at the beginning, which was kind of awkward. You know, that city, man. I don't know how he actually got it out. At the same time, we did see England trying to push Indonesia, Victoria of course trying to push Indonesia, didn't quite get enough damage to go against him, but it was just a matter of time. Their economy was booming while the economy of Last State Company wasn't that great. We also see they did have a lot more production than overall, I guess, production, because you can see Mapuche over there is 137. That's actually very good production, but he's just one man against them all. We would have needed to see a long game over here to figure out if they would have gotten the win or not. Of course, in the meantime, this war would have raged on the coastal, on the naval side, and we would have seen them trying to get this going. I do have to go and join the channels. One second over here, because I need to click on buttons so we get this going. Give me a second. CIvFR.com. That's big disclaimer. Of course, game is from the French community. We do have them speaking French. They're the francophone part of Civ, and I do want to, of course, let them talk in French as much as possible, because that's, I mean, you know, that's a sign of respect from us. I do have to say, I'm sorry if we're not gonna get a translation over here, and I do also want to say, I think it is important for the stream viewers that do know French to hear the debrief, and if we do get some questions in English, all the better. I thank you for understanding. Let's jump into the debrief over here and see what they have to say about the game. Let me see where it is. I'm scrolling. Oh. No, I guess we and no. Okay.
Ça fait mal au moral dans l'équipe, je vous le dis.
Avec Kornok, nous on a fait nos trucs et puis bon voilà, la game s'est passée.
Je leur ai dit, là les deux colons, c'est bon, ils vont.
Mais en fait c'est que j'ai pas la vision.
Sur les deux colons, très honnêtement.
T'avais pas la vision? Tu voyais pas mon...
Je voyais pas ton scout.
Il était derrière une forêt.
Non, il était sur la 1-2. T'étais quoi, sur la 1-2?
Ah, parce que tu t'es fait voler un colon? Moi j'ai pas compris.
Oui. Mais si, il l'a dit. Le colon il l'a dit.
Hey Michael,
le colon
thanks
B3
for the
du
cast.
Indo et le colon B3 du Japon.
Thank you Michael for the cast.
If you want to ask question, do it now before we start talking about everything in French.
Oh, I was waiting for it. I mean, I was waiting for you to start talking in French. Still learning.
Oh.
I gotta say two things. Why did you remap the second one when you had like East versus West?
Yeah, they were afraid that Mapuche was close to us, to both England. So, yeah, I was not really convinced about it, but
Eleanor or Vicky?
Both. We were kinda the same placement.
Yeah, that was actually incredible. Mapuche spawned almost in the same place, and that is unbelievable.
Okay, yes, yeah.
On the further west tile of the map.
They thought we could have better, but yeah, maybe it was not the good move.
It's good. I mean, you did win, so in the end, it was a good move. It was just you had a lot more advantages from being free sim than they had being free sim. Just my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know how the Japanese settler got stolen. I saw it like 2 turns afterwards, and I'm like, Wait, how did this happen?
The scout from
Warrior.
Are you still in the game?
Yeah.
Okay, I will pin you. I add my warrior with 3 PM because I'm Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Just
Colonne on.
here
Yeah.
on my horse.
Mais tu fais tous, mais tous les pins.
On my horse, and he moved on the stone, so I had PMs to get it.
Oh, so you just clicked it and got it. Okay.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
that was
He moved
unfortunate.
and he didn't saw my warrior, so I get it in first move because I got first move on Japanese.
Yeah. Okay. How did and why did Indonesia not get God of the Sea?
Because they had only three fish, so and they
Oh,
were
so that's,
ring 3.
I
Okay.
think
But-
Ring two.
Too
Goddess of the
expensive,
Hunt was
to
better.
buy.
It was a good move, I think. And you denied me, so I think.
Tu voulais prendre?
Ouais.
Je... But
But
it wasn't-
yeah, I had a great God of Sea, so I think even if it's only 3 fishes against 3 camp, it's better because you deny to one of us.
Yeah,
C'est pas mieux des de la vie quand même. Enfin,
Well,
Or City Patron Goddess, yes.
to be fair, he had a really good goddess of the hunt. Like
Yes.
and he was quite lucky to with
Flood.
yes, with the flood.
Yes,
Yeah.
but they are taken they are taken arbors, so I think maybe
Yes, but-
the builder would have been better on the sea.
Yeah, but maybe they could have, you know, by another worker, or I don't know. But it was kind of a good move. I think.
Yes. I don't know what was the best solution, but I think he could up tempo in early game with 3
Yeah,
camp
maybe.
really early, and or it was a choice. And yes, of course, the flood plane.
And
Yeah,
maybe could
I think
Japan
that-
have a God of the Sea at the end? So we don't.
Yeah, it was 50-50, and he could have had a City Patron too. So unlucky, he had nothing, but
City Patron was taken by Vietnam, who settled on phase, so he had no chance to get it.
yeah, but we can't know it.
Yeah.
Enlève
Uh,
la pause, Apeul.
Maybe
Je-
on
je-
Rumors, I don't remember which turn we met. On Rumors, maybe
Yeah.
that's the information.
Yes, but I took my Panther turn 6. So
Oh yeah. My bad.
Il cheat.
yeah. Et ouais, je me fais voler encore, ça va péter les couilles, gros.
Et ben voilà, on avait un doute, on avait pas une.
Je pensais vraiment que le double vol de colon c'était genre. En plus,
Ah, bah,
c'était
t'inquiète pas,
du
hein,
naval,
mais-
tu vois.
Oh,
moi,
ouais,
j'ai
non,
dit
non,
beaucoup, hein.
Bon, disons que je vous connais un petit peu. Je sais que vous êtes quand même pas les joueurs avec le plus de mental en général.
Je t'écoute.
non,
Avec
non,
Kornok,
non,
on a réussi à
j'ai-
raisonner.
Bah, tu sais que
Non,
j'ai
mais
rien
ça
dit,
va
moi j'ai rien dit, hein. J'ai juste dit que j'ai
Je pensais vraiment que ça allait déco instant, hein, parce qu'en plus c'est
Ah bah.
genre 2 tours d'affilée, un truc.
Non,
C'était
même,
pas
même,
loin,
on
je
est
crois.
clair.
C'était de
Sache
temps
que pour moi, c'est
Là,
casse.
ah, ça va
Vous
tellement
êtes dépassé. Faut jouer un peu au jeu, quoi. Au moins atteindre les tours 60. Et puis voilà, même si on sait qu'on est déjà loose plus ou moins très tôt, on va jouer, on vous laisse setup au WinCon. Je pense que c'est quand même un beau
Là,
jeu et nécessaire,
le
quoi,
problème,
vu que
c'est
sinon.
en fait, sur les deux navals, ça vous fait prendre trop de retard sur
Ah,
le
bah, enfin,
Ravel.
De toute façon, avec.
Oui. Mais j'ai pas,
Non,
en fait, j'ai pas
non,
mon,
quoi.
là, j'ai pas mon amiral parce que je me suis fait voler mon colon. Hein. Y a pas de doute sur ça, tu vois.
Après,
Genre.
après, non, pas tellement, parce que en réalité, Inland, donc d'un point de vue amiral, elle sert à rien.
Oui, mais ça me fait perdre des pops sur mes villes.
Ouais,
je dois reprendre un colon derrière en fait.
Oui, il doit reprod, il perd de la tempo.
C'est un problème, effectivement. Mais...
Tu perds beaucoup de choses quand tu perds ton colon B3.
Oui, surtout B3. Ouais.
I do
So
have
du
to
coup, ça
ask
devait y
one
mettre-
last question. I'm sorry, and with
Yes.
this, I'm finishing the debate. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Why Indonesia first, and to let the both Englands in? Weren't you worried the England and
Japan.
Japan.
It was Japan first.
We took Japan,
Japan
first.
Japan. Yeah. Why Japan first?
Because the pick is broken. Normally he can have Caravel turn 45, 44 if he's free sim.
Okay.
And normally he could have an admiral if he's not annoyed by other team.
I think you should have banned Victoria instead of Dido.
Dido, yeah.
Dido is really not that strong.
Or maybe neither of those. Like let Didon and both England open.
Yeah. But if you let open Norway, we could have picked Norway and you had Dido, Vicky. It was the same.
No, because you got Eleanor.
But Eleanor is okay. But Norway on this map, if against 2 cities with 35 galley, it's useless.
Yeah, but you can't play inland against 2 half-price harbors with.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, especially England.
England is broken.
Like Santos was doing 12 points a turn.
They get legit the first 8 admirals. Like
we
unplayable. It's unplayable.
That was such a good move to take away the admirals from Indonesia over there. Getting all 4. Very nice. Thank you very much, guys, for taking your time to respond in English. Much appreciated.
Thanks to you. Thanks to you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. And of course, I'm still gonna shadow over here in a little bit, like 1 minute in the stream. Let the viewers that know French hear you out. But thank you very much. Bonne soirée, bonne nuit, bisous, and everything.
Salut.
Bisous, Michael.
Je vous fais des bisous, moi je vais switch.
Ouais, pas de soucis, bonne nuit.
Ciao.
Juste, on a dit des choses là dans le cast. Notamment, il y a quelque chose que je ne comprends pas. C'est pourquoi
on a normal
pas mis. Ouais, bah alors toi, tu vas y avoir le droit après. Toi, tu vas vraiment y avoir le droit après.
Je suis 6-6 sur cette game.
Ah ouais, vraiment 6.
Le mec, j'ai bougé mon bat, j'ai fait. C'est combien de tours là, je dors? Je fais putain.
Mais tu le fais souvent.
Oranssis le dit 3 tours avant.
Tu le fais souvent, gros bâtard en plus.
Du coup, moi j'ai envie d'entendre.
Kornok, pourquoi tu prends une ville coastale? Genre pourquoi tu fais pas ça?
Parce que en fait, au moment.
So, I gotta stop it there. I did want to quickly take a look at the points over here. We do have Ornithorynques Roses just got another point. They're going to be 4-4 in the point screen, so they're definitely going to be a little higher right now. I think they're going to jump actually in the... Are they going to jump? No, they're not. They still have the 4 losses. We're going to need to see exactly if they're going to stay on the 5th or something, and what's going to happen with the other ones. The dynamic between the teams, who's going to win, who's going to lose in the next one. I didn't get to ask all of the questions, Girfatao. I guess we're gonna find out why Cree normal. I think I can actually explain that. So to get the second golden age, if you want to get it, usually in this kind of a situation, especially if you don't have all of your spend district points that you can get, spend the commercial, spend the campus, theater square, and so on, you do need to go for one of each somehow, or get wonders, which as you can see is not like he did have the production to go for. He did try to mix and match to get more cities out and to get some stats going while he's getting his economy going for his allies and so on. So basically he sacrificed his golden age to get that going for his teammates. It happens. I mean, it happens. Oh, you mean that was the subject they discussed? Okay, I think I touched upon it a little bit. I do have to make an announcement for tomorrow. We will have a game from the Civ World Cup, and let me actually take a look over here in the channels. Let me see here we do have upcoming games. Tomorrow it's gonna be Barking Gang. Look at that, Salty Capybara, look at that. We do have it going against the WCG, and it's going to be at 1900 GMT on Friday. And let's see, I had trouble finding those pages on the internet for some reason. A link to the leagues. Oh, link to the leagues. Yes, Civ6 World Cup. It's on the CIvFR.com website. Whoa. Oh, never mind. I actually... Instead of putting Civ6 World Cup, I put CVI World Cup, and I was wondering, whoa, site cannot be reached. No, that must not be correct. In the qualifier page, let me actually share it right now. There we go. Yes, nice. Okay, so tomorrow Buckingham going against the WCG 1900 GMT. I do hope you guys enjoyed this game as fast as it was. We did end up exactly at the moment of the medieval era to get a CC going, and of course, Les Ornithorynques Roses did manage to get a win, get another victory on their belt, and unfortunately, the stake wasn't that well done. We do have to see if it's gonna be better done next time. Of course, if you are, first of all, I do want to thank you very much for the follows, for the support, for the subs and everything. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much, guys, for also the interaction on the stream. It does help me a lot to get the subjects going and, of course, know what you are wondering about. If you do want to pay attention to what's going on in the upcoming games, I do have these channels on my Discord, !Discord, and you can find over here all of the information about my upcoming streams. As soon as I get the information, I share it with you, and I try to put it in a channel so it is easy as possible to get to. On the other note, I do have, if you are coming up from YouTube, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. And of course, if you do like this movie, or I should say VOD, like video on the demand, throw this a thumbs up because it does help me. Throw some comments over there in the chat, and I do hope we're gonna see each other in the live stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV. If you don't like it, I totally get it. Throw the thumbs down. I understand that I'm gonna need to get better. I'm trying to get better in English, in French, in learning other languages, you know, some expressions here, some expressions there. That's how life is. You do try to work and get better at it. Of course, without further ado, I do have to thank you very much for stopping by. Let's see each other in the next one. Tomorrow, Buckingham versus WCG. We got quite a weekend going, of course, with Baby Boss and BTS also on Sunday. So stay tuned. Quite a few interesting games coming up in the next days. Bye bye. Fire target page, it was the pink Les Ornithorynques Roses that didn't manage to get the win. Bye.